And we are live. What's going on,
Hey.
everybody? Welcome back to another stream here on the Film Stock channel. I'm joined by a guest for the first time ever on the channel. It's not like we've just met for the first time. We've known each other for a while, and that's Sasha. How you doing, Sasha?
I am good, Chris. How are you today?
I'm great. And we were talking before. If you didn't know, we actually go to the same college, so we kind of knew each other before YouTube. It's a cool story, but yeah, we're just hanging out, answering questions. It's going to be a fun time. If you guys are in here, I see there's a bunch of you in here already. Definitely hit the like button. It helps out in the algorithm. I say that every time, ever since I first started the live streams. That's been like one of my sayings. But yeah, we can get right into it. I see Film Alliance is in here. What's up, Chris? Do you think James Gunn will ever make a non-superhero movie ever again? I want to ask you first, Sasha. Did you see The Suicide Squad?
So I have not, but if we want to talk spoilers, I'm totally good with that. I have just had people know that I'm not exactly DC's like biggest fan, and so I everyone's been super hyped about it. I've been excited for people, but knowing it's on HBO Max just hasn't like forced me to watch it yet. So I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. I love it. It's my favorite movie of the year. I've seen it twice
Really?
now. Yeah, I really do. And the funny thing is, like, I hated DC for the longest time. Literally, what's it called? The original Suicide Squad is like one of my least favorite movies of all time. I saw it with my brother and his friend at the time, flamed it. Like, I literally was like, that's it. I was so mad because the trailer was one of the best trailers ever. And
the soundtrack was great too.
Yep, the soundtrack. Is it 21 Pilots, I think? Like Heathens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That song's good. Yeah. So I like the music and everything. Terrible movie. I didn't like BVS when I saw it in theaters. I hated Justice League. So like they had a really bad track record, but this movie won me over, and I didn't have many expectations. But with regard to the question, I could see him doing like a horror movie again. I think he's done this movie called Slither. I've never seen it, but I could see him doing a non-superhero movie. He's probably going to be tied up with Guardians and then another DC movie, but maybe in like 5 to 7 years. You never know.
He may eventually like want to break the cycle, or I feel like that's kind of the trend with a lot of directors. Like they'll do a thing for a while, then they'll just do something totally different.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of like directors, I want to see like Quentin Tarantino return to his roots for his last movie, but I don't know what he's gonna do.
Do we think he's really gonna hard and fast stick to that last?
I honestly do. Because when he was going on like the podcast train, he was like, I want to go out on top. He was like, I don't want to be like that show or movie that's like out of their prime. So I feel like he's gonna end with a bang. I hope it's not Kill Bill 3 though. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah. When I heard rumors about that, because I heard rumors about it, then I watched both Kill Bills for the first time. It just is complete to me how it is, and I just don't think that needs, like you said, he needs to go out with something totally original, roots, or like what back to his original vibe, and not another sequel.
I agree. Yeah. Stranger Boy's in here, one of the longtime supporters in the live stream, saying, yesterday at Target, I found a Falcon and the Winter Soldier special edition Captain America Funko Pop, and it came with a protector case. Very cool. I think I saw that on your Instagram story, Stranger Boy. Is it like the art version? They have like an artist Funko Pop version that's like painted. Pretty cool. Aiden's in here. How you doing, Aiden? Hope you're doing well. I know you were in the Twitch stream I did earlier today. Alex Lopez is in here. Jonas, what's going on? It's 1:30 in the morning. Well, I appreciate you being here because that's super early.
That's commitment, Jonas.
That is commitment. And then we have, this is like a running gag of these live streams. We've got Tobin Bell, who's in here every time, the actor who plays Jigsaw and Saw. We've got Taco Bell, Burger King, and Wendy's, and then Toyota. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know where these people come from.
I didn't know you were such a brand man. Like, I never would have known this about you.
I mean, and I'm getting offered a free car here on the stream, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's definitely a first for sure.
37 days till fall. That excites me.
I love fall.
Yeah, I'm ready for college football because I've been on a football kick lately. I rewatched like the highlights of my favorite Georgia games. I'm getting desperate. But yeah.
Have you applied to any of the away games, Chris?
Yeah, all of them except Vandy.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I'm going to Clemson, and it's gonna be. I might even like vlog it for the film stock.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I get like I'm a different person in football season, and there's like videos. Some of you in the chat know there's like videos of me going crazy, like when we won the Rose Bowl over Oklahoma. There's a few on Twitter you can find. On Cam's, if you're in the chat and you're curious, on Cam's Twitter, you can find some gems of me going crazy. But that's all I'm gonna say.
You got to do the research yourself, people.
Yes, you have to do the research. Let's see. Which movie do you think is worse, Daredevil 2003 or Ghost Rider 1, both directed by Mark Steven Johnson? I've seen neither of them.
Neither have I, but isn't the Daredevil 2003 with Ben Affleck?
Yes. So I feel like that's just better, probably, because it has Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Yeah. No shot at Nick Cage here, but
no.
Yeah.
Just for sheer entertainment value.
Yep. I've seen like the trailer of Ghost Rider and it's atrocious at times. It's like the CGI, like it looks like something out of like a PlayStation 2 cutscene, basically. It's bad.
That's never good when the trailer you don't want to sit through. Like that's not a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough. Max says some of us may or may not be watching the Shang-Chi red carpet at the same time of the stream. Oh yeah. I do know that because I have a group chat and some people were saying that is on at 8:45. So there you go. That is cool. That is their world premiere of that is today.
Yeah. I was surprised because I feel like it's very early compared to when the world premiere of Black Widow was compared to the release.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that movie doesn't come out for like, is it 2 weeks from Friday? I think it's like 2 weeks. Yeah. So it is pretty early, honestly. Yeah. And I hope that it's amazing. I'm excited for it. It's not getting marketed as much as I would like it to, but I'm still on the hype train.
Me too.
Yeah. Me too. I think it could be top 2 MCU movies of the year. Could be the best.
I was going to ask, when you said that about the Suicide Squad being your favorite movie of 2021, do you think there's anything, and I guess Marvel projects are what come to mind, that you think will top that? Or do you think it's like...
I think it can be topped. I'm one of the people on the internet that is like, just has this blind faith in Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm one of those people, like, admittedly. So I think that movie could be amazing. I think Eternals could be really good. But yeah, the Suicide Squad is awesome. It's 4.5 out of 5 for me. I think it could get topped by possibly Dune, maybe. There's like a bunch of movies out there that could top it, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like Eternals could be sneaky good because it has those Game of Thrones boys in it.
Yes, exactly. The Stark brothers returning. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're so right. It's a dark horse for sure.
Yeah. And the first trailer, like I heard it didn't win a lot of people over. I liked it, but it was just a tease. Let's see. Billy the Puppet in here as well from Saw and McDonald's and Pizza Hut. So whoever that is, shout out you, the dedication to make all those different accounts to join. Jennifer's in here. What's up, Jennifer? How are you? I hope you're doing well. I saw your review on Letterboxd of, what was it? Something, and I agreed with it. It was a recent movie. It might have been old, which is like kind of a month ago, but still. Or was it Don't Breathe 2? It might have been Don't Breathe 2. The View with Drew says, what comic book movie villain do you think is worse? Colin Farrell as Bullseye, Wes Bentley as Blackheart, or Julian McMahon as Dr. Doom? It's funny because I haven't, unless Dr. Doom is the one from Fantastic Four, the original, I haven't seen the other two. So
yeah, I have not seen any of these. I hate to admit this. I always feel like, Chris, I don't know if you feel this way in like EMST and our major, but I always feel like when people bring up movies, I just get apprehensive if like I haven't seen it because I don't want to admit that I haven't.
Yeah, you know? I used to be like that all the time, and then like I don't know what live stream it happened here. I just started like saying all these movies I hadn't seen, and like I used to be like, I should say that I've seen this movie even though I've seen 10 minutes of it on TV. Like I used to be that way with Saving Private Ryan. I had never seen it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I got to tell people I've seen this movie, though. But I just lied for a while. But Bullseye, I think, is from Daredevil, I want to say. So I heard, and I've seen the picture. It's kind of cheesy. Aiden says, hey, Sasha. Jason Carr's in here saying, Chris, Sasha. Another Georgia fan. Yeah. We've got 2 to your 1 Florida fan in the chat, Aiden.
I know.
Let's see.
Hey, at least you're not as bad as a Florida fan. And I don't mean Chris's lovely girlfriend Cam goes to tech, but like I went there this weekend to help move someone in, and they had signs saying like to hell with Georgia, and I was like, you guys have to use us to stay relevant, like in the conversation, and like
facts.
We don't think about you. Like it's just exactly. It was just really funny.
Yeah, I mean, I went to a Georgia Tech game once. I was walking. Okay, so it was Georgia Tech, North Carolina, and I was wearing my Georgia shirt because I had to represent. I was walking past some fraternity houses, and this dude yells, Roll Tide at me, and I'm just like, the fact that you have to cheer for the team that can beat us and not even say like go Jackets or whatever, it shows where you're at. So it's sad. They're just sad. What is that quote from Toy Story? You're a sad, strange little man.
Yes,
like, that's basically them. Someone needs to make that a meme.
Seriously.
Where was I in the chat though? I always lose my spot. Oh, there I am. Let's see. Reagan Talks Movies says, "Hey, you two currently watching Venom. It's pretty good. Have you seen Venom?"
I really liked Venom. I was honestly surprised. Like, I think for me, I didn't, because for a long time, anything that wasn't like MCU, like MCU,
Yeah.
any other Marvel stuff, I just didn't really pay attention to. And then I watched Venom and I was like really surprised. Like, I just thought it was funny and like a good time. And it wasn't like I didn't have a whole lot of expectations for it. So I enjoyed it. I'm very much looking forward to the next one.
Yeah. The first Venom, I watched it for the first time this year, actually, surprisingly. And I was like, it was fine. It was a little bland, if that makes any sense to me.
Yeah.
It felt like an early, like phase 1 Marvel movie, kind of.
Definitely.
Yeah. But I like Tom Hardy so much that as an actor that he kind of carried it. So I think this new one, though, I'm excited for more because Woody Harrelson as Carnage just looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
Where was I though? I always do this thing where I like scroll down in the chat.
Too. It's very hard to keep up with.
Mitchell says, "Have you guys seen Sing Street?" I haven't, but I've heard amazing things about it, and I probably should watch it, but I just haven't seen it.
I haven't. I'm really bad with like international movies or like foreign cinema.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm a slacker too, and the only reason I've seen some of the ones I have is because of class.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I'll look up the most obscure movies on Letterboxd that I've like watched in a class. And the only person that might have watched it, it says like watched by Sasha. I forget which one it was. It was like I don't know what movie it was, but I was literally looking the other day and it said you watched it. And I was like, that was definitely a film class.
Yeah. There's certain ones when it just comes up in conversation. And then I feel like super smart, like especially with like the Criterion sale last month when I was asking some people like, oh, what did you pick up or something? I would always like dangle the Memories of Murder just because everyone's like Parasite, but I'd be like, oh my, but that's 100% not on me. That was 100% Seaving's class. And
yeah, I had that one too. I had that like during quarantine. I watched it. What else did I watch in that? I watched like this Bollywood movie and like that I logged on Letterboxd. Cooch Cooch Hota Hoy. Yeah, I watched that one. Did you watch The Celebration by the same director as like what was that movie? Another Round?
Dogma 95, like where they had to film it digital and it was really weird. It was like a hotel.
Yes. Yeah. It's so weird that we're like talking like these pretentious, like, oh, look at us. It's like we have all this knowledge.
It's just because we took one class in the UGA curriculum's been the same for like all 4 years that we've been here. So like
the best movie we watched was like Batman. I don't know.
Batman was great. And then I really liked Royal Tenenbaums.
Oh, we watched Grand Budapest instead.
Oh, okay. See, I guess he changed it up there.
Yeah. I had him for the third History of Cinema 3. Which one did you have? That one?
I did 2 and 3, and I did it the same semester because I was taking one professor's class whose name I won't say. I really didn't like her class. And so I was like, I took Seaving's class the same day, and I was like, I can swap her class out for his other class. So I he allowed me to like take them at the same time. So I was like, sweet.
Very cool. I see Jack's in here. I actually invited him on. He couldn't make it. Got busy with work, but Jack, you're the man. Keep grinding, bro.
He really is.
Let's see. Have you seen Free Guy yet? If you have, did you enjoy it? Have you seen it?
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Oh, cool. I liked it. Oh, nice. Yeah, Tuesday, right? Tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah. Can't go wrong. I liked it, but I didn't love it, and it was just because the humor, like I wanted to laugh more. I love Ryan Reynolds, especially as Deadpool. Honestly, I feel like the movie was teetering the line of a family movie. If you watch it, you'll understand there's like some raunchy, like it's marketed as this family comedy type movie, and it's raunchy at times. I was like, dang, they went there.
I feel like it's very complicated after, because Ryan Reynolds has really like latched on to the whole like Deadpool type humor and like that kind of persona as like a celebrity himself. And so like then Free Guy, which is, I always just thought of it as like an adult like GTA meets Lego movie, like, and that's who he is. But that's, so I could totally see even just from the marketing that it's like it could be a family friendly film, but like there's definitely gonna be points where it gets pushed. Plus I saw some featurette on, I think it was Twitter, about Taika Waititi like talking about different lines he was improvising and like things he was saying, and like some of them I was like, oh, that's funny, but like yeah, it definitely skews it off that family line for sure.
Yeah, it does. I think that there are some cool moments that you will appreciate, and I'm not going to say what it is, but you'll know when you're watching the movie. I'm not going to say anything else. You'll know what it is literally when you
I'll
watch
have
the
to text
movie.
you tomorrow after I see it.
You'll know. And don't. It's like, I don't know if you go on TikTok ever or if you even have it, but it's been like spoiled on there, so just avoid that.
I don't use TikTok. I use Instagram Reels, which I understand is the same thing, but it's all in one app, so I don't have to switch.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm actually, Jack's available to join, so I'm going to send him over the link. And so I got to find a question we can talk about while I do that. Okay, here we go. What if episode are you the most excited and least excited to see? And I'll let you go while I message him the link.
Okay, I think the one that I was like the most, I just thought it was the most original idea, or maybe not the most original, but I'm really looking forward to the one where instead of the 6 Avengers in Battle of New York, it's the Guardians. Because when they did that transition in the trailer, I was like, what? No way they just did that. And I think it was just such like the Avengers, the original Avengers, has such a special place in my heart that I'm like really anticipating seeing them like revisit that with different characters, because I really liked the first episode. And then I think least favorite, I mean, maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but I think Captain Carter was like my least anticipated one, but I really liked it. So like now that it's over, I'm just kind of excited for the rest of them. What about you, Chris?
Captain Carter, I wasn't really looking forward to. I was like, why is everyone hyping? Why are they promoting her so hard? Like, it's just Peggy, who I think they don't even need to touch on her character ever again. That's my opinion. But so that one I was pretty much like the least excited for. Most excited though, there's a few, and I think one of them is Doctor Strange Supreme. He's like an evil sorcerer or something like that. I think that might be like the 4th episode, but that one excites me quite a bit because I saw a shot of like Peter Parker in there too. So I don't know if that's the same episode, but I can't wait to see what they do with Spider-Man. In the show.
I'm looking forward to that one. I'm also really looking forward to the one this week. Just because I just like how much Marvel is willing to like just come up with these crazy ideas, and they're not crazy to where it's like, oh, what if none of this ever happened and something completely different happened? But it's like, yeah, like T'Challa totally could have been snatched just as easily as Star-Lord. Like they were both kids probably at about the same time. So I love that idea. Yeah. So I'm just excited to have it each week. And Chris, I don't know if you feel this way by like, because you do the watch parties every week for most of the shows. I feel like there's a certain point where like being a Marvel fan for so long, it used to be such like a niche audience, and now it's so overhyped on everything that I just find myself, even stuff I enjoy just kind of dissipates really quickly.
Yeah.
Like Black Widow I loved, and then afterwards I was just like, okay, well, but it's over now. Like what do I do?
The thing is, when shows end, it's like on to the next thing. That's what it feels like right now. It's like an oversaturation almost. And that's like, it could be bad, but I see we have Jack real quick making an appearance on the go. Look at that.
What's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Sorry. Sweet. Yeah, I can hear you. You guys are good.
All good.
What's
Getting
up?
a walk in. I see you.
Hey man, started it a week and a half ago, trying to be more healthy. So we got to do.
Very nice. Yeah. We were talking about what if and like the episodes we're most and least excited for. And I didn't mention this one, but I'm hyped for the Tony and Killmonger one. That one really excites me.
I screwed up. So I screwed up.
How?
So I got the screeners for the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, sick. I'm gonna watch this, Sunday night, Monday night. Didn't read the screener email that said it was only available for 48 hours. So I missed it by a night. So I didn't get to watch them. So I was all pissed. I was like, oh no.
That is a bummer. So, that's a big bummer, yeah.
And now and I haven't seen the first one now at all. So like I get to it, but I've heard it was good. So see.
Oh, I think you cut out a little.
You guys hear me? Sorry. Am I here still?
I can hear you now, I think. Yeah, you're still here. You're still here.
Okay. Sorry. The area I live in, Verizon's just non-existent. So we're going to go with it just to see how it goes.
All good.
I'll find it.
But I'm hyped for all of What If. And I'm really excited for Hawkeye because like just a lot of things all at once. And I think that show is going to be like the show because it's going to have the classic feel that I love with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, It's also going to introduce new characters though, and have like Yelena and like a side role, Kate Bishop, a bunch of different things. I think it's going to be like the best. Most people will say it's either this or Loki. This is more real world. Loki and WandaVision are like that mystical side of the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hyped for Hawkeye.
I feel like it's the first one too that, not that the others don't make sense as shows, but this is the first one that it's like, if you're going to give someone a solo project or introduce a new character, this is the one that makes the most sense to me to make a show. Mm-hmm. Plus, I feel like it'll have the true like comedy vibes at times that some of the other shows haven't. Like Loki had just so much severity to it that I don't think it could carry the comedy the way that I think Hawkeye will.
Yeah, I think that show is going to be really funny. And I think that Yelena, her role, I think she'll like come in maybe halfway through, and then she'll like end up being just like friends with them and allies in the end.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, but I'm excited for it. Here's a food question from Stranger Boy. Eliminate one: Mexican food, Chinese food, Italian food. I'll let you go first, Sasha.
I would eliminate Italian food. This is a very easy decision for me. Pasta, wow. When I take 2 bites of it, I literally can't eat anymore. Like, I just feel like instantly bloated. And Italian food is expensive. And it doesn't get delivered to your house the way Chinese food can. And Fair. Then I just do really like spice. So Italian food would be an easy out for me. The hard part is if true, like, American pizza is included in that. But I think I would still let it go.
Yeah. That would be hard. If pizza was in there, I'd have to keep Italian food. But Jack, which one are you getting rid of?
Oh, Chinese food easily.
Chinese food easily.
Look, I'm just not the biggest fan of it. And from my point of view, Mexican food is by far and away my favorite. There's born and raised in Arizona, Mexican food is it.
Yeah.
And then from my train of thought, I do like Italian food, but I'm also thinking pizza as well. So it's like, I'm not going to give that up. So
Fair.
That's easy.
I am going to keep, I'm going to just answer this question kind of weird. I'm going to keep Mexican food because of the chips and salsa, the guac, the steak tacos, the burritos, everything. I'm keeping that for sure. When it boils down to the other two, it depends because I don't like spaghetti with meat sauce, and that's what a lot of people praise. I like spaghetti noodles with marinara and then a meatball, but the meat sauce, I can't do that. It scarred me for life as a child because I was forced to eat it. Me and my brother would sit there and we were like, I don't want this. It's a texture thing with the ground beef. I was like, I can't do it. And then, but I like the Alfredo sauce, like the white sauce. I love chicken Parmesan. So like, honestly, I'm going to get rid of Chinese food because if I'm just going to say pizza is Italian. So that's why I'm getting rid of Chinese food. It's a bummer, but that's what I'm doing. Mitchell says, what's your opinion on Marvel and Sony trying to get the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home? Okay, I saw something, I don't know if you guys saw this, that they might be dropping a No Way Home trailer as part of some con exclusively. I don't know if that has any merit to it. Does anyone know?
All I'm going to say is I have information that I cannot divulge.
Wow, okay. I see you with the insider sources.
Agent man over here.
Big man on campus.
My sources have given me information. It can be wrong, it can be right. I don't even know, but can't say it.
Oh, man.
I have no information. I'm just waiting to see you, Chris, or you, Jack, or get the notification from Sony or Marvel and just have my inbox flooded and then me running around trying to film a reaction trailer. Yep. Like I'm waiting for that moment. I just have kind of put my blinders on to anything else because I feel the same way as you, Chris. Like I want to believe it's going to be a great movie and I don't want the hype to hurt it or speculation.
Yeah.
I think it all depends. And one thing I will say, and this is kind of just common knowledge, I think, it really depends on if it's even still going to release in December. Venom's already been pushed back to October. That's not a great sign for Spider-Man coming out in December. So, and that's kind of common knowledge, so I don't feel like I'm divulging anything there. I think it is all going to have to do with, are they still releasing in December? If they're going to push it back, the trailer's going to get pushed back.
Yep.
I think we're in the right time period, though. We're almost there, so it would make sense for it to come soon. Now that's just speculation. I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, this Delta, guys, just get vaxxed. Like get vaxxed. I swear to God, I was gonna go on a rant about this the other day. Just get vaxxed. It's not hard. And look, 2 dominoes have already fallen. Clifford the Big Red Dog got pushed back, and Venom got pushed back. It's going to happen again to more movies. It's going to happen. Get vaccinated. Like, do it. Please.
I've gone off on rants before, and I'll spare everyone in the chat and the time, but like I've gone off on some rants before. That's all I'm gonna say.
It pisses me off. And look, I'm supposed to be going to Disneyland in 2 weeks. 2 weeks I'm supposed to be going to Disneyland. If I do not get to go because they close that crap down, I will lose it. Now I don't think they're gonna do that. I think I know what they're gonna do. And I'll be okay. But in like the 10% chance they close Disneyland again, I will riot. Yeah.
That would not be ideal, my friend. That would not be ideal for anyone.
That's my first break since I've started working. I'm not going to have it ruined by some people that won't get vaccinated.
Totally fair. Reagan says, Sasha, tell Chris about my new series. You got to check it out, Chris. Does Reagan have a series?
Reagan has a new series called Hate and Beast. So it's inspired by Love and Monsters, the Dylan O'Brien movie that came out, which I really loved. And Reagan really liked it. And he and Movie Man, which I think is Movies and Trains Studios. Yes.
Oh, wow.
They filmed like a short film that was like kind of inspired by it. And they did a really good job. So it's very like student film vibes, but they're gonna kind of make it like a TV show type situation. So there'll be new episodes regularly.
Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. If Reagan, if you want to DM me on Instagram, the link to that, I'll check it out. Let's see. A bunch of people in the chat. What's going on? Have you seen Mean Girls? Of course. Yeah.
Obviously.
It's a great movie. I watched that for the first time in 10th grade in school because we had this thing called guided study where we like went for like 25 minutes and then we went to lunch for 25 minutes. And my instructor in there, he just supposed to watch the class. He was like, you guys are terrible, so we're going to watch movies to keep you quiet. And he threw on Mean Girls, and I actually really liked it. I have the Blu-ray. No shame. It's a great movie.
Mean Girls is great.
Yeah. I'd say it's borderline a classic.
It really is.
Yeah. It's a solid movie. Let's see. Do you think they're going to drop the No Way Home trailer? Yeah, at CinemaCon, probably. I mean, that's what I've seen, but that's upsetting. That reminds me of when they dropped the Infinity War trailer and there was the leaked video of it on like YouTube from like a Comic-Con, I think. I watched that leaked trailer like 500 times. So we'll see.
Just be patient.
Yeah, patience is key. Who are you taking for the first pick in fantasy football if you guys play? Jack?
God, I need to figure that out. Obviously I work in sports, so I know the season's coming very soon. I need to figure that out. I don't know. And to think I work with people and we talk about football all day and I don't know who I'm going to take. I don't know. I'd love to take McCaffrey. He's my guy, but he was injured last year, so that's probably a no-go. God, I don't know. Got to be a running back, probably maybe Kamara. I don't know.
Those are both solid choices. I kind of swore off fantasy football after I just like got sick of it. It started to ruin like every Sunday for me. I was too stressed out, so I've taken a leave from fantasy football.
Fantasy makes the games more fun.
It does. It does. It's just like I would stress myself out for no reason. I don't know. It's because I had money on the line. And it got to my head.
In our high school, there was a group of like all of my guy friends all did fantasy football together. And the stakes became like way too high at a certain point that like people were just getting pissed that they all just had to drop it at a certain point because it was like too much.
The pressure gets to you. Definitely. Alex Lopez says, what do you prefer to see early, Dune or the Batman? So we'll answer this by like, which one would you watch today if you had the opportunity, the Batman or Dune? And Sasha, I'll let you go first.
Oh, I would take Dune.
Dune?
For sure.
Okay.
I'm excited for the Batman, like a lot more excited than other DC movies, but Dune, 100%.
Jack, you going Dune or Batman?
That's freaking tough. Now, I'm going to have to go Dune just based on what I got to see at the reveal event. And I will stand by my tweet, which still gets likes and retweets to this day. It shocks me. That movie is going to be a freaking masterpiece. Like I can already just from the little that we got to see. I gotta go Dune, but it's so close because the Batman is by far going to be the most anticipated movie next year. So it's tough. That's a tough. I hate when you ask tough questions.
I'm gonna say The Batman because that's one of the best trailers, if not the best trailer I've ever seen. And I've rewatched, or I rewatched 3 and watched for the first time 2 Twilight movies lately. Ranking coming soon. Guilty pleasure franchise. Twilight is fire.
Guilty pleasure when you gave him like a 1.5 stars. Like, what do you mean?
No, yeah, because listen, I gave it a rating. I was like, this is how I'm rating the movie. It's terrible, but I enjoyed it. That's how I am with Saw too. Like the movie's trash, but I really enjoy it. It's very hard to explain. I don't know if anyone else feels that way.
It's good.
Yes, almost. And it's like, I don't know. I like the vibes. It's comforting to me. It's comforting to watch this cheesy dialogue. I don't know why. But Robert Pattinson, what a guy. And I'm going the Batman because that trailer is amazing.
You got to add Goblet of Fire to your rewatch list.
Oh, Goblet of Fire?
Yeah, with Cedric Diggory.
Cedric Diggory, a young Robert.
Throw him in there.
And I'll have to watch Tenet again, of course. That's like peak Pattinson look, in my opinion. Yep. Not to get weird.
I almost threw on Tenet last night.
So great.
I was so close. Someone had to hold me back. I was about to do it.
It's one I need to rewatch because I haven't seen it since theaters, which is, I know, hard to admit, but it's been way too long since I've revisited it.
I watched it multiple times after I got the Blu-ray. I bought the 4K, went home, watched it right when I got home, and then I watched it again over Christmas vacation with my family, and they all loved it too. Yeah, I freaking loved it. Christopher Nolan, I love you.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see. When did you know that starting in September, we'll be getting a Marvel movie every month for the next 5 months, if nothing gets delayed? Is that? Oh my gosh! Wait. Yes, because if you're counting Venom, that is.
And Mobius in January.
Yeah, that is true. That's wild. Plus the TV shows. 2022 is going to be nuts. With the Star Wars shows and the Marvel shows and the movies and it's crazy.
I think in general, though. I mean, because like I kept talking about this year. I was like, this year's going to be nuts because it's everything from last year plus this year. But then when I really looked at it, I'm like, that's not really true because a lot of the stuff that was supposed to come out this year got pushed back to 2022, and that's all the stuff that's more palatable that I think I'm more excited about. So I think 2022 is going to be a bigger year in general for film in general. I think we're going to have another 2019 on our hands. I really think.
I hope so because that was one of the best ever. Loved it. Have you, or for the people who haven't seen Coda, it's beautiful and deserves praise.
Yes. Everyone go watch that shit. Everyone go watch that shit.
I gotta check it out. I don't know. I should have probably watched it and reviewed it, but I just didn't.
Everyone go watch it. It's one of the best movies of the year. I saw it at Sundance. I watched it with my mom. We shared cries together. My dad liked it, who doesn't like a lot of movies. Oh my God. Freaking brilliant.
Yeah.
And Amelia Jones.
It, Sasha?
No, I need to. And for being the Apple TV Plus advocate that I am, like I need to get on it. But it's been on my list since Jack and I met because he'd been telling me like it's great ever since then. So I've been waiting for it. So now that it's out, I need to.
Yeah.
I've just been so bad lately about catching new releases. Like it's embarrassing how bad I've been about it.
It's funny you mention that because, well, first of all, I need to watch Coda. I remember Jack had mentioned it way back when he had that original review, I want to say, when he like ranked the Sundance movies, right? Something like that.
Yeah. I did a review of it. Did a review of it. It was my first review I did for Sundance, yeah. And then I ranked it. It was my number 3. And that sounds bad that it wasn't like number 1 or 2, but the ones that were above it were Judas and the Black Messiah, which is a brilliant movie, and Mass, which hasn't come out yet this year, but when you guys watch it, you guys are going to see just how brilliant it is. I gave Mass a 98 out of 100. It was going to be number 1 for the whole year. I thought it would, and then I saw 9 Days, and now it's not. But Coda being number 3 is significant because the 2 movies I saw above it are going to be Oscar winners. One of them already won with Kaluuya, and then Mass is gonna win a lot of stuff. So it's one of the best movies I've seen this year, and it's one of the best experiences. It's very important. It's not just a good movie; it's an important movie to watch because it gives so much representation to the deaf community. It shows that they are more capable than people think they are. It is, and all the actors that besides Amelia Jones and the music teacher, they're all actual deaf. They're actually deaf. They're all deaf actors.
Wow,
just so good.
I didn't know that, so that's really neat.
Yeah, her entire family is deaf. They're actually deaf actors. Her entire family in the movie is actually deaf actors.
Wow, that's very cool. I knew that A Quiet Place did that with the daughter, but yeah. Am I cutting out right now? My Wi-Fi logo just popped up, so that's not a good sign.
It went
you guys
just
see
a
me?
slight bit.
You did for a sec, but you're good now.
Okay. All right, cool. I was gonna say, you mentioned, Sasha, that you haven't been watching as many new releases. I've been trying to watch as many as I can. I watched 3 in one weekend, which is like unheard of for me. Like, I don't do that. I watched Free Guy, Don't Breathe 2, and Beckett, and I was feeling pretty good. I want to do that more. I think there's a few I'm gonna watch this week: Reminiscence and Sweet Girl. I think the Jason Momoa Netflix movie. So
yeah,
is that this weekend? Is that this weekend?
I believe so.
Oh wow, I gotta watch that too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch Reminiscence. I'm gonna watch Reminiscence. And I'm going to see The Protege on Thursday.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that one is. I might see that one.
Keaton, right? And
yeah, I think Samuel Jackson,
Maggie G, Samuel Jackson, same people that did John Wick. It looks like a John Wick. I'm excited about it.
Vivo was another one I watched. Gabriel, I have seen it. I have a review on my channel. It was solid. If you like Lin-Manuel Miranda, you'll definitely. There's things to like for sure. Have you seen The Green Knight? Mitchell asks.
Yep.
I have not. I slacked. Actually, you know what? Here's the truth for everyone. If you want the truth, I had a ticket to see Green Knight on a Friday.
Don't do this. Don't even.
It gets better. And here's what happened.
God.
I had a choice to make.
Oh no.
I had a choice, just like I'm stuck in a saw trap. I had a choice. I said, should I go watch this movie that I personally, knowing my taste, probably wouldn't really like? I know my friend Trevor from Film Geeks wasn't crazy about it. We agree on a lot of movies. Or do I continue my binge of Outer Banks 2? And I chose wisely, Jack. I chose wisely. Someone clip this. I don't care. OBX.
That overrated
for life.
trash show.
Pogue for life. I don't care.
Overrated
cheesy goodness.
TV show.
It's cheesy goodness. I love it. I was sucked in. Watched all 10 episodes in one day.
That show is
I have not watched any of that show because a friend of mine my roommate actually was like, this was like hot dog crap. Like, let me tell you about it. Like, I just had, like, you have to, there's no option. Like, I'm going to tell you about it. And I was like, I don't care to watch it. Heard about it. It didn't make any sense to me, but I understand the hype and I get it. But like, I have to be honest, The Green Knight does not appeal to me at all. Everyone is like, oh, A24, oh, it's Dev Patel, which like it's all
so
exciting.
Good.
It was the most boring story I had to read in AP literature to learn how to annotate stuff. And I was like, I am not paying to see that. No.
But this is
I agree. I agree.
Like, so boring.
I gave this movie a 96 out of 100. Y'all are tripping.
We might just be.
Sorry.
We might just be.
I respect the art. That's fine.
Yeah. We're just inferior.
We are.
I'm not saying that.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm just saying I respect the art. That's all.
Yeah. Jason Carr with the super chat. Thank you so much. Says, hope this helps in some way. Thanks for another great live stream. Well, I appreciate that. I know you've donated on here before. I greatly do appreciate it. And I love doing these live streams. I'm glad you enjoy them. And if you have any questions, fire away and I'll get to them. But thank you. We're not done with the stream, but thank you to Sasha and Jack for joining. If you guys are in the chat, go subscribe. I didn't link it down below because I wasn't sure who was going to be joining. But Sasha if you just look up, like, if you go to the comment section of my recent video, there's probably a comment there. And then Jack as well. They're all in the community. They've been in videos before. You can go look at links of recent vids. And I feel bad for not linking it, but I think Max put the links actually in the chat.
It's all good.
Max actually did. What a guy. Max is the GOAT. He put the links in the chat.
Max.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. Someone watched the opening of The Dark Knight and said it was brilliant. Yeah. One of the best openings ever, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
That's filmmaking right there.
Absolutely. And here's the link to subscribe to Sasha's channel, and then there's Jack's.
Thank you, Max.
Max is the GOAT.
Max is the GOAT.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm looking for a question. Insider info right here. If you put a question mark, there's a higher likelihood I'll click on it, because if it's a question but there's no question mark, I usually just skip over it.
That's a great way to sort through things. I've never thought of doing that.
I always look at the end when I'm going through. But yes, Pogue for life. OBX all day.
That
Jared's in here.
shows.
Jared, how you doing, bro?
Jared.
I know we were talking earlier. He said, just want to stop by, say, hope y'all are doing great. Wish I was able to join, but I did invite Jared, but he said he was busy, which is all good. Had to show support in the chat. Subscribe to these legends. Do what he said. Subscribe to everyone here. Sasha and Jack, they're awesome. And their social media as well, all of that, which I normally say it's linked down below, but it's not linked down below. So I'm kind of a slacker. Let's see. If you could watch one anytime you want, watch once a year, and watch never again with The Dark Knight, or I read the metaphor, with Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, and The Dark Knight. Okay. I'll let you go first, Sasha, because I have to think about this for a second.
I don't know what it is about these streams that like embolden me to make controversial decisions and choices and voice it. Never again would be Jurassic Park. The concept of Jurassic Park doesn't make any sense to me. You're bringing back, and I get it, like a lot of movies, like the whole joke of like, oh, if this never happened, like if he stayed in Interstellar, like there wouldn't be a movie, whatever. I get it. I don't want to be one of those like jerks, but like you're bringing back Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like you don't think that's going to have bad repercussions. So to me, it doesn't make sense. Haven't watched it in a long time, to be fair. Once a year would be Dark Knight because I do like it, but it's Batman, so like once a year would probably be enough. Back to the Future would be anytime I want because it's a classic.
You and I share the same exact list. I agree because
love it.
Back to the Future is one of the most rewatchable movies of all time. I watched it on a plane. It made it fly by. The Dark Knight, it's a little more heavy. It's not something I want to watch as much once a year. Jurassic Park, once is fine. I've seen it 2 or 3 times in my life, and like the franchise as a whole, I don't really get into, but once is enough for that movie. It really is. I know that's kind of a hot take. Jack, do you share our list, or do you have any bold hot takes?
Mine's pretty close, but I'm flipping to Jurassic Park. Bye. See you later. Back to the Future once a year. It's a great movie.
Okay.
But like I don't usually watch movies multiple times a year. I'll usually watch one and then watch something else. So that's why I'm okay with that. The Dark Knight, it would be whenever I want, just because it's Chris Nolan, and I'm such a Chris Nolan stan and fanboy that I love to watch his movies, and I love to have them accessible whenever. And The Dark Knight is one of the greatest movies of all time. So
yeah, it's a modern classic, some might call it. Let's see.
I don't know if you skipped over Aiden's question right before that, but
that right there.
No, not that. Oh, no. Okay. You're further up. Sorry. Oh, you're further up. My bad. You're further up. Sorry.
All good.
Yeah.
But he said Jack's the only good review I've seen from it. I believe that's talking about
the Green Knight. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Because I respect the art. the cinema.
I haven't watched a single review of the movie.
If you'd seen Chris, so this is how Chris and I met, was in a filmmaking class, and Chris's short film just put to like everything. It was like, you know what? It doesn't matter what you like. It doesn't matter what cinema. Just like what you like and watch the movies you want. And that's a message that has stuck with me for a long time, Chris.
Well, I'm glad that you actually
that into your film.
Thank you. I'm glad you remembered that. Like I honestly, I didn't enjoy like making them. It sounds bad. It was just like I was so stressed out. That was like the hardest semester. And then
me too.
Yeah, it was like those things. We had to go get the equipment and we had to come do it. It was like
I loved the class. But I hated and I liked the process of even making like the diagrams of like how you'd film it. Or like for me, I used to want to be a storyboard artist. So doing that was really fun. But the actual filming of it was so stressful and time consuming. And I was not good as like a directorial presence.
I wasn't
like,
either.
I was just I was like, oh, can you do this? Can we redo this? And I lost my marker for my slate like all the time. So it was a mess.
Yeah.
It was not.
I liked the film you did, the one with the Rocky reference, right? That was yours, right?
Yes, that was mine.
Yeah.
The mockumentary, the Office shot one. Because when I did the first one, I just realized I was like, if I just do a mockumentary, like I don't have to have my plan solid for this.
Exactly. And were you just starring in one of them? Was that Maddie's that was like the horror one with like? Were you just starring in that one? You didn't. That wasn't yours, right? Okay.
No, that wasn't mine. I was the girl scared by the shadow.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was a terrible actress. I was so horrible.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
There were some people in there who will, honestly, I think they could be like filmmakers. They had that eye. I was like, oh my gosh, like the respect, the crispness of the picture. It was like there's 2 people in general. The Capri Sun one was like amazing, I think.
Yes.
And then
I love that one.
The one I think Jackson did too that were like outstanding.
both of Jackson's were great, and then Derek's had
Jack's just sitting here like, who are these guys? Derek, yeah, his was great too. But that was a fun class in retrospect. It was stressful, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Who do you think the most powerful Spider-Man villain is? I think Sandman. He can regenerate and turn his hands into weapons. That's a great question. And I'm going to think on it. And if either of you have answers, you can just go.
Jack, you go first.
Chris, you go. No, I'm joking.
We just keep going around.
I mean, Sandman makes sense. I mean, it's like, how do you beat him? You know, it's like kind of tough. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not as, in the know of like Spider-Man lore. My superhero knowledge, it doesn't stop at the MCU, but that's where most of it is. And so it's tough. I mean, I've seen all the other Spider-Man movies too. I mean, Venom is kind of tough because when he's not in a body, he just kind of slither around and, get in wherever he wants, and he creates chaos.
Venom is one that I was thinking, and possibly Electro, honestly, possibly. If you play the video game, he's very powerful the way he can just channel electricity from any source. So
there's a lot of water he'll fry.
I don't think Goblin. that was actually pretty good. I don't think Goblin, but I like him the best. So there's my 2 cents.
I don't. I have to admit, I love Spider-Man, but beyond the Andrew Garfield films, knowing who Green Goblin is, and then the villains that have been in the MCU for Spider-Man, I just don't have that much. I haven't seen the Sam Raimi films. I'm embarrassed to admit it. I saw the first one, half of it on TV, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So I came into all of this superhero stuff, and Andrew Garfield was my man. That's all my Tumblr was pictures of Andrew Garfield for 2 years. And so that I don't know. I liked Electro. I especially like Jamie Foxx as Electro, but I understand why people don't care for that movie. But I have always liked the Harry Osborn friends gone wrong to villain. I just like that motivation there. Yeah. But I wouldn't say he's the most powerful or anything like that.
I love his friendship with Harry, and then seeing Norman as Goblin. I love the James Franco Tobey Maguire relationship in that trilogy so much. And the trend, this is a weird thing to mention. There's a trend on TikTok where people say something, they turn around and it turns into that shot of James Franco turning around and smirking at the bar.
Yeah.
I love that. So yeah. By the way, Ewan is about to hop in here. I just sent him over the link. Ewan reviews. You know him, you love him in the chat. So we're gonna have another person on here, which is cool. But let's see. I'll let you talk about this real quick, Jack. What's your favorite thing you've covered on Chat Sports?
That's tough. I mean, probably the most rewarding thing I've got to do so far. What's today? Today's the 16th. My 4-month anniversary there will be the 26th. And that first week I got to do the NFL draft, which was cool. I didn't really get to do much because I hadn't been trained yet. I mean, I'd probably have to say the most rewarding thing and most fun thing I'm doing is I led all the production for NBA Free Agency that entire week. So we did 5 straight days, wall-to-wall coverage, live, and I was the producer for all 5 of them. And that was the first substantial assignment that I had been given, which felt good because, that meant that I was doing something right with my bosses for them to give me that responsibility to lead our entire free agency coverage, which is one of the biggest things we do all year. So, and it was fun too. I was exhausted when the week was over because I think Monday night, that Monday when free agency started, I think we were for 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours.
Wow,
something like that. And hats off to the talent. Chase and Harrison are our 2 NBA guys, and I got to sit in a chair for 6 or 7 hours. They were standing for 6 or 7 hours.
That's nuts.
But that's probably because I've done a lot of fun stuff, but to actually like be in charge of that and like be leading that was probably the most rewarding
for
thing
sure.
I've done so far.
Yeah, the grind does not
football
stop.
Season's coming. And football season's coming. We do our first
Absolutely.
We do our first watch parties this past Saturday. I'll be doing 2 this coming weekend. So Chiefs fans and Bears fans, I'll be producing our watch parties this weekend. So come say what's up.
Yeah, very nice. I see we have Ewan in the bottom. I'm adding Ewan to the stream. Here we go. Boom.
What's
Ewan?
up?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Great. Glad to have you here. I'm glad you could make it. I know I had messaged you. I was like, I hope Ewan can make it because I love having you on these streams.
Thanks. Yeah, I was just at work, so I just kind of got home as soon as possible.
Nice.
Yes.
We're just been talking about everything. Suicide Squad, a bunch of different stuff.
Nice.
Speaking of the Suicide Squad, I like this question. Director swap. James Gunn doing Kill Bill or Tarantino doing the Suicide Squad? Ewan, I'll let you go first since you're fresh in here.
Ooh, that's I mean, maybe it's just a personal bias, but probably Tarantino for Suicide Squad. Not because of the whole superhero thing, but when you look at like the Suicide Squad that James Gunn just did, a lot of it is filled with blood and filled with quippy dialogue, like not quippy, like a banter and everything that's very R-rated. And I feel like Tarantino is good at that. Although James Gunn doing Kill Bill would be interesting, but for me, I don't see anybody doing Kill Bill besides Tarantino. So maybe that's why I say that.
Totally fair. Sasha, do you agree with that take or no?
Yeah, I would definitely pick the Tarantino, the Suicide Squad, just because I think Kill Bill is interesting to me because it's a Tarantino movie. Like exactly what you said, Ewan. Like I wouldn't just go watch a samurai movie, but because it's Kill Bill, I would. Whereas like I would definitely watch Tarantino's take on Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Jack, are you in the same boat kind of or no?
Oh, 100%. I want to see not just like Tarantino with the Suicide Squad, but I want to see his take on a superhero movie. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Gunn kind of did that. You know, it's very Tarantino-esque, kind of like Ewan had already said and Sasha and echoed as well. It's very Tarantino-esque with the quippy dialogue, the blood, the vulgar. It's very Tarantino-esque. I kind of want to see his take on it. Like,
I feel like it's almost like made for him. Like the Suicide Squad is like it's made for Tarantino to just go and make a movie and have fun with. And we're never going to see that, but there's probably a branch of the multiverse where what if Quentin Tarantino? I'm going to tweet
Season 7. Season 7, yes.
Yeah. I need to write that down before it's gone.
I want him to take on like an IP. Like, I know it sounds bad because he does the indie kind of on his own stuff so well.
Yeah.
But like you know, there's the rumors that he's going to do a Star Trek movie, which I really like because I love the new Star Trek movies that have come out over the past decade or so. But like, get him into Star Wars, get him into the MCU, get him into DC. Like, I want to see what he can do with an already pre-existing IP because we know he can make his own stuff and he can do it very well.
Yeah.
So
and you know, bouncing off that, like he said he's doing 10 movies. He said, I'm pretty sure directing. So he could still write. He could still like write and someone else could direct it that he trusts, like Robert Rodriguez or someone like that. Like, so he could write. I'm all here for that. I hope he still writes scripts for movies.
Yeah. And he was also, I remember watching a video where he talked about like his favorite movies of like, I think maybe the 2000s decade or like the last, 15 years or so. And one of them was Unbreakable, which is a superhero movie. One of my favorites. I
know.
Ooh, you gotta watch it. But it's like, he's not, I guess, opposed to them. I don't know what he thinks of the MCU and DCU, but that is a superhero movie, and I know that he's a really big fan of it. So there's like there's that. I doubt it'll never happen, but there's that.
Yeah. Real quick, Isla, I believe is how you pronounce the name, says, is there going to be a podcast episode this week? There is not. I put on the Unusual Couple story. There is not. It's just hectic. A lot of things kind of readjusting with schedules, but we will have one next week. So just stay tuned. If you had to watch one movie on repeat for 24 hours, what would it be? I get asked this almost every stream now. But I'll answer it first just because I have the answer. It's Avengers Infinity War. It's not my favorite movie of all time, but it's about 2.5 hours and I could watch it like, I don't know, 10-ish times maybe. I can't do math. And then I'd be good to go. It's so rewatchable. There's a few pockets of the movie that slow down. Like I might, get on my phone during the Thanos and Gamora stuff when Gamora's like a little kid. Other than that, pretty much perfect movie. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
Whiplash? No.
If I want to have a heart attack,
Brutal
maybe.
24 hours.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. If I want my anxiety to swell,
Yeah.
I
Uncut Gems
will
would be
die of a heart
perfect.
That's exactly what I just thought
Yeah.
of next.
Yeah.
Let me go. I'm gonna go look on Letterboxd. It's a super
think-
long movie.
I think mine would be, and I actually think I watched it one year on Valentine's Day like 3 times in a row. And I think I just want to see how many times I could watch it. The Proposal with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
It's just, for me, it would have to be like a happy movie like that, because I could tune out the parts that are just kind of like, once you know what happens in a romantic comedy, like the strife part about 3/4 of the way through isn't as interesting. So like it would get me through that, but then at certain points it'd probably hit better, but the jokes would be funnier. And then that scene where Oscar Martinez from The Office is like, he plays like a stripper in Alaska, like the only male stripper. And it's just like, I don't know, that movie just brings me so much joy that I think it would have to be that one.
I've seen that movie once in my entire life, and I was like in the 4th grade. so I probably need to rewatch it soon. But I remember it being fun. It's Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Betty White's in it, and Craig T.
Yes, yeah,
Nelson is Ryan Reynolds' dad. And the mom, her name always escapes me, but she's one of those actresses you just know you've seen her a million times.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. Ewan, did you think of one?
I'm just looking. I have like maybe 2, either Terminator 2. It's been years since I watched it, but that was my favorite movie for years. Or The Wolf of Wall Street, just because it's a long movie and it's entertaining as hell. It'd be weird after like watching it 3 times in a row, but I'd go with that one or Terminator 2 probably, just because they're longer and I love them.
Fair. Jack, I feel like it might be a Nolan movie.
Give me Tenet for $1,000. I mean, give it to me. I mean, look, it's my most rewatched movie. I would say probably. I love redissecting it and rediscovering it by far. And it's almost 3 hours. It's like 2:45. So, and it's for me at least, it's very rewatchable. So I think that would probably have to be it. And that's not even my like kind of like Sasha said, or like you, Chris, said, like, I don't even think it's my favorite movie of all time. It's not. Like, it's not. It's just not. But I think it's definitely the most rewatchable and the one I could probably stomach for 24 hours if I would have to.
Yeah, your brain might melt, but other than that...
Or he'll know every single bit of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the key to figuring out.
No. I was one of the few people that got it the first time. I'm good.
This is true. We did that live stream that week of, and that was the first collab we did.
I blew your mother effing mind.
Yep, that's true. You can go back. There's video footage of it.
Yes, there is.
Oh, man. I need to rewatch that soon. It's been almost a year. It's been almost a year since Tenet came out.
I've seen it.
It was like August 31st, I think, was like the day I saw it. So, yeah, wild. Who would win in a fight, Wolverine or Spider-Man? I'd say Wolverine pretty easily.
Wolverine.
Yeah. You would just go berserker on him.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. Speaking of Wolverine, watch Burn Keep. I love these things. Iron Man, Spider-Man 2002, and Logan. Max, you know me too well because you know that Spider-Man is like my favorite Spider movie, and Iron Man's like a top 4 or top 3 MCU movie. This is a tough one. I'm not going to go first this time. I'm going to let...
I need to think about it.
Okay.
Sasha, you can go first.
Okay, with the watch and the keep, does that mean like you watch it one time and you don't get to watch it again?
Yes.
Okay. So, mine would be, I don't know, I like these way too much. My burn would be Spider-Man 2002. Apologies to everyone. I haven't seen it, so I don't have any emotional attachment to it. My watch would be Logan, because I've seen that movie exactly once, and not that I wouldn't want to rewatch it again, but I think it just had the impact on me that I felt like it was supposed to have, and I just want to give it its piece. But then my keep would be Iron Man, because it's what started the MCU, and I just love Robert Downey Jr. So
yeah. RDJ supremacy. Ewan, are you still thinking? Because I can go if you're still thinking.
You can go.
Okay.
I'm switching between some two.
This is gonna upset most people that I know, and especially on the app of TikTok. But
oh God,
I'm burning Logan. I'm burning Logan, and I like Logan. I think it's one of the most this is honestly, I don't care. Hot takes, whatever. It's like the podcast episode last week. Logan is very overrated, but a very good movie. It's not the best comic book movie. It's not even in like the top 5 for me. I know that's wild. The movie, I remember seeing it in theaters with my friend Andy from back in the day, if you remember him. And we were both like a little underwhelmed by it. The last 20 minutes, so badass. But if you want to dig into the movie, the entire like clone of Wolverine and the entire subplot of them at the house is a little out of place in my opinion, because it opens with a bang. And I love that. But the second act is a little out of place. But anyway, I'm going to watch Spider-Man and I'm going to keep Iron Man. Iron Man has to stay forever. It's a movie that I watched every day. I came home from, was it 4th or 5th grade? I had the DVD and I watched it every day, like for a whole week. Love it.
So I think that I'll keep Spider-Man because that one I have the most emotional attachment. I love it. It's a great movie. I think Logan is a better movie than Spider-Man in my opinion.
Yeah.
And like I've seen Logan once and I've seen Iron Man a few times. And there's part of me that says I want to so I said keep starting. Yeah, there's part of me that says I want to watch Iron Man because of how important it is. But if I'm only going to watch it once, then I'm going to go with Logan just because I've seen it once and I've seen Iron Man a few times. And I love Iron Man. It's in like my top 10 MCU still. I just filmed a video for Josh After Credits channel today talking about Iron Man. I feel so bad. I finally did it though.
I did Iron Man 2.
Iron Man. There we go.
Iron Man 3.
Nice. We got the trilogy.
Yes. So yeah, those would be my picks. So what is that? Keep Spider-Man, watch Logan, burn Iron Man. But I love them all. They're all great films.
Fair.
Jack?
You hurt me with Iron Man, but it's all good.
Sorry. Jack, what do you say?
Well, everyone knows I'm going to keep Iron Man because Tony Stark's the man and he's my guy. I'm going to burn Spider-Man. Sorry, bye. And I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch Logan.
Okay, very nice. Very nice.
Bye, Spider-Man.
Not a Spider-Man guy?
You have other options with Spider-Man, so that's kind of reason right there.
That's true. True.
I am a Spider-Man guy, but the other 2 movies are just better.
Yeah. Let's see. What superhero casting choice is overrated? I saw a take online that I disagree with. It was talking about how a lot of people could have done Tony Stark, and I disagree.
Yeah, I wanted to punch that person in the face. I wanted to punch. I've never wanted to punch someone more.
Yeah, terrible take in my opinion.
Than that Twitter user.
Yeah,
never more in my life. Never.
Abysmal
take. My mom would agree.
Yeah, horrible take. But overrated, I can't really think of any that I think are that overrated.
No,
I can't either.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like all the bad ones. People just know they're bad, and people talk about them being bad. So I don't know. Oh, I mean, let's switch this. What's a casting choice that you think is underrated in a superhero movie?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that's a really. I mean, like. I got to think on that because it's really just a great. Like, I think people don't appreciate Garfield as much as Spider-Man. I feel like he's not appreciated enough, and he's amazing. Technically, his movies.
I'm not a big fan of the movies, but nice. I'm a big fan of the movies, but he's very good. Andrew Garfield's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like Aaron Eckhart doesn't get enough credit for Harvey.
Oh yeah, who was I was talking about that with somebody, literally the other day.
Yeah, like obviously, it's The Dark Knight. It's one of the biggest movies ever, but nobody talks about his performance. And he's not like the superhero, but he turns out to be the villain, and he's incredible. Like in my mind, he is the Harvey Dent. Like for everybody, he's the first person I think of.
Yeah, that's a really slept on one. So that's a great pick.
I mean, that's also tough because the other villain that is Heath Ledger's Joker. So it's like.
Yeah, exactly. They have to talk about that one.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Fair.
I think we're going underrated. Underrated, and this isn't necessarily superhero. I am not really a Gwyneth Paltrow fan, but I think she's the perfect choice for Pepper Potts, which I know isn't like superhero, but I just think her and Robert Downey have like this back and forth, and she only signed on to be Pepper because of him. And I just think it's funny that she doesn't even know what movies she's in, but like yet she's like kind of iconic. Like she's the only Pepper Potts we'll ever probably have. And then only because I loved him and I'm scared we'll never see him again, but maybe the multiverse will bring him back. But I think Aaron Taylor Johnson is a great Quicksilver. Like for the MCU. Like I also love Evan Peters, but I think everyone kind of loves him, whereas like Pietro Maximoff gets forgotten because he was in one movie, you know?
And
that's true. He never got a fair shot.
No.
He could have been great as I knock over a water bottle.
He did get a few fair shots to the chest, though.
Oh.
You win.
Oh, man. You went there. You went there.
Yes,
Too soon, some might
I
say.
like it. I like it. It's been 6 years, okay?
Oh, man. That was a good one. But it's kind of bouncing off that, and then we'll move on. I think that I love Evan Peters as Quicksilver, and I want to see that more. I don't know if we will. Damn you, WandaVision. Anyway.
Or not. Yeah. I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you prefer The Shining or Doctor Sleep? Haven't seen Doctor Sleep.
Shining, 100%.
Doctor Sleep is super underrated, but The Shining's the best horror movie ever.
Yeah. I'd have to say I prefer The Shining, even though I haven't seen Doctor Sleep, so it's kind of unfair. Oh, how would you rank the best Disney Plus Marvel episodes from each show? How does the best WandaVision episode compare to the best Falcon Winter Soldier episode? Okay. That's kind of tough.
So like the best episode of each show.
We'll just answer that. Let's just answer the best episode of each show, because that's the other thing is like an extra step.
I mean, I got mine.
Go ahead, Jack. Yeah, go ahead.
Episode 7 of WandaVision is the best in my opinion.
Okay.
Episode, which is the one where John Walker kills the guy? Like that's
episode 4.
Is episode 4? Episode 4. I think of Falcon and Winter Soldier is the best, and I'd have to go Loki episode, which is the one where they get to the timekeepers. Is that episode 4 as well?
Yes. Where they find out they're You're talking about
Loki.
Where like
Loki episode 4, which is very close to episode 1. But I'd have to say Loki episode 4. So 4, 4, and 7 for me.
Very nice. I know mine. I'll rattle them off real quick. My favorite WandaVision episode is episode 5. The reveal at the end. I've never felt that. No Marvel show has made me feel that way. And I was like, oh my God, he's back. I was going crazy. It disappointed me after that, but it's fine. Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 5, where we get to see the showdown between Captain America. I'm going to call him that anyway. Bucky and then John Walker. And then you get like a lot of training montages. Very character-based episode. And then Loki, I don't care if this is like basic or I know a lot of people didn't like the finale, but it's the finale for me. Just Jonathan Majors added so much to it for me.
Yep.
And it's basically just one big discussion and it works. So yeah.
Sasha, do you want to share yours?
Yeah, mine would be WandaVision. My personal favorite episode is the one where the like Brady Bunch episode. I think that's 3. Whichever one the 70s episode. Yeah. That one is my favorite, but I think the previously on where they go back and we see like her history in Sokovia. That one I think is like the best episode. Then Falcon and Winter Soldier, the second one was my favorite because it just felt the most like buddy comedy and I liked it. And then my favorite Loki episode is actually still the first episode. Like that one is definitely my favorite.
I'm so close on that in episode 4. Episode 1 is so good.
Yeah, it's very so close. Damn good. We need more Mobius in the show.
Yeah, we need one day he'll get his jet ski. One day. For me, I'd say my favorite WandaVision episode is episode 8. I think that's the one where it's like really sad and we see everything. I'm pretty sure. Is that right? There are 8 episodes.
There's actually 9.
Finale.
Or there's 8.
Everyone forgets about episode 4 where it's Monica Rambeau and it's basically retelling the first 3.
We interrupt this broadcast or something like that.
Yeah, I like that episode a lot.
It's a great episode.
Are we sure there's 9?
I think there are 9 because I do remember thinking there were 8 and being like they're gonna wrap it up in a 45-minute episode or whatever, and then
I froze.
Are we sure?
You did.
Can you see me?
Yeah. Yep. We just got it now, but there is 9. I just looked it up. My favorite WandaVision one is episode 8, Favorite Loki is there goes Jack. Favorite Loki is 5, I think, with all of the other variants. And then favorite Falcon Winter Soldier is either 4 or 5. Probably 5. That one's what out of all of them, one of those two are my favorites. But I love all the shows.
You know what? Now that you mention it, Ewan, I think I might have actually said episode 5 might have been my favorite because I loved Richard E. Grant, the classic Loki. Like I loved that one with all the variants. So I watched that one like immediately after. Like I watched it in the car because I was actually at Disneyland when that happened. So I didn't see that episode when it came out. And then I watched it on a plane. I downloaded it on my phone. So I really like that one too.
That one's amazing.
Yeah. Cam says, tell them who the star of the short film was, Chris. This is true. Cam with the Academy Award winning acting in both of the short films I made.
Both,
yeah. And
where can we see those short films?
I have them unlisted on a certain YouTube channel, but I don't know. They might never see the light of day. maybe if I did like a Patreon, I would be like, you can get access to my short films.
You'd have to pay Cam probably too.
Yeah, I would. I'd have to pay her with the Screen Actors Guild or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. Release Krish's short film. Yeah. We may one day. Maybe I will. Let's see. Yeah. If you want to see videos of me raging during a football game, they are on Cam's Twitter. So there's that.
Oh, is that the one? I think I talked to you. We're like, let's go. Come on. You're like sitting down and standing up.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah. That one's
blow the whistle. I go,
blow the whistle.
Yeah. I think we have Jack back though. Can you hear us, Jack?
Yeah, when it's just weekly. When is my Wi-Fi not working? It's just
yeah. By the way, we have 29 people in here now. So if you're in here, I always say this. Definitely hit the like button. It helps out with the algorithm. Subscribe to every single one of these fellow YouTubers I have here. Usually the links are down below. I didn't have them there this time. I'm a slacker. But you can find them through the chat. I think Max actually left links. And then You in Reviews is just You in Reviews. So that one's in Jack Lotteray. And then all the names you see is the name of the YouTube channel. So there you go.
We made it easy for you.
Very easy. Let's see. Do you consider the Scorsese Mafia trilogy one of the best trilogies? I didn't know that was like a thing. Is that like
me neither?
Is that like a fan made thing?
It's like
I've only seen 2 of those things. I've only seen 2 of those.
You haven't seen Casino?
No. It's on the list.
Ooh, it's so good. It's amazing. I have that on 4K, and I'm gonna now watch it in the next week. Thank you, Alex, for that. I love it. If you consider that a trilogy, then yeah, it's probably top 3, but like, it's not exactly a trilogy. Yeah. But so yes, but no.
Yeah, I need to watch Casino, and then I can really answer it. Ewan says, "Heyo, who's Ewan?" No, I'm just playing. He's in here. I make these like terrible dad jokes on streams, and and it's like so dead silent. I'm like, I'm so stupid. Anyway, Rhino. That's true. Rhino is kind of powerful. Will we ever see Paul Giamatti as Rhino?
Giamatti.
Will we ever see that again?
Hopefully
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed.
I like Paul Giamatti, but not like that.
Not like that.
Yeah. No. Movies and Train Studios says only Jack and Chris will get this. I think Ewan was there too.
I was there. I
will
was
start a fast food argument again. I don't know.
The same argument at work about a week ago.
You're a burger. You should put in like your Twitter bio, Burger King defender.
Burger King stand.
Night of the Burger
I don't need
King.
to get assassinated on a weekly basis over my fast food. You know what Twitter is? It's a cesspool.
It is. It really is.
It is.
But yet I love it all the same.
Yeah. It's fun. I don't tweet as much as I should because I feel like I should tweet more, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Twitter is my home. Twitter is my happy place.
Are you excited for the Obi-Wan series? Yeah, it's like a place where dreams go to die on Twitter.
Yeah, basically. But yes, it's gotta be.
I'm wildly excited for this. And I said this on a stream recently, maybe on my Twitch stream yesterday, that I think my trailer reaction to that might be the first time I cry on YouTube. I think tears of joy and happiness are gonna shed, and I'm gonna just be like sitting there like Star Wars Theory when he watched Luke return to the Mandalorian. So
I think that your reaction to the Obi-Wan trailer will be like my reaction to the Batman trailer from last year, a little bit up. Because that trailer, that's my favorite reaction, because it was before I consistently did them, but I was genuinely so happy when I saw that trailer. It's one of my favorite trailers. I've watched it a million times.
They could drop like a first look at that Disney Plus day. It's like November 12th, some Disney day.
Hopefully.
If they drop, I'm literally going to sit right here all day and just watch it and just have like reactions.
refresh.
That's literally all I'm going to do all day. I'm going to do the same thing with DC Fandom. I'm excited. But because if we get another Batman trailer, like,
I know. I was looking at that last night actually, because I was checking. I think we will. It said like a year ago. We better. Oh my!
We'll probably get
be like
the Batman, Shazam 2, The Flash, maybe even Black Adam. All those trailers in one day.
We're gonna get a lot of stuff. We are.
Yeah. The Batman's gonna be the greatest movie of all time. Just say.
Honestly, like all jokes aside, I think that could get actual nominations.
100%. Sound design, cinematography, editing, direction. Depends on how much. Depends on how much they do with Bruce Wayne. That would be awesome. I mean, depends on how much they do with Bruce Wayne, but Pattinson could get something. Depends on how much they go in with it and how many which comics they base it off of. Because for those who watch my channel, I'm going through a lot of the Batman comics, so I just get more and more excited for it as it goes along.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, if they do it like Joker, like if it's a movie as good as Joker, I think it'll get Oscar nominations.
Yeah, for sure.
My like master plan in my head is that Joker is like a really old man in the Batman, and like we see him and like they have like a conversation, because in Bruce is super young in Joker, so like something like that.
I would like
connected.
I would like to see that. And for those who have read or seen The Killing Joke, I don't want it to end up like that, but I want the opening scene of the book where Batman just goes to Arkham and he just goes, I just want to talk. I just want that between Batman and Joker one day when Joker's old, or if they're both old. I just want to see that. That'd be amazing.
That would be outstanding. Zachary says, have you been to any Comic-Cons and met any stars? I've never actually been to a Comic-Con. Has anyone here?
I haven't.
Sadly not.
That's a bucket list item.
Yeah.
Yes. All four of us got to go to one day.
It'd be cool.
I know.
The movie YouTube community unites at a Comic-Con.
That'd be like the perfect place, the nerdiest and like best place.
Yep.
It would.
I think that the what's it called? Star Wars Celebration would be like insanely cool. There's a bunch of things like that I want to go to.
Yes.
But yeah, I might do a little speed round. I always do these on my chats. Speed round through some questions. Favorite Tim Burton movie? You and I'll let you go first.
Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, Edward Scissorhands. Yeah. But he is some of the best ever.
Yeah. What about you, Sasha?
Edward Scissorhands too. I can't do stop motion animation. It freaks me out. So everything else is pretty much off the table. Or I do like the 1989 Batman. It's just
Sleepy Hollow, Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd for me. Sweeney Todd.
Ed Wood is amazing. Big Fish. Like I'm a massive Tim Burton fan.
I gotta watch all his movies still. I'm a slacker. I haven't seen every Scissorhands.
Actually, I'll say this quickly. Somebody was going through our Sweeney Todd video like a few days ago, Chris, and they were timestamping everything and being like, "You gotta watch more movies." And they were like saying, "You gotta watch all these movies. Here are the movies you should watch. If you like Johnny Depp, you should watch this." Like they were saying all this stuff to you. I thought it was hilarious.
I'll have to go look at that. Yeah, but what about you, Jack? You have a favorite Tim Burton?
Probably Batman 89. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff, admittedly.
Fair.
But Batman 89 is pretty good.
Fair.
Yes.
Let's see. What if Quentin Tarantino made a Pixar movie? It would be rated R and extremely violent.
That would never happen.
That wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
That would never happen. But
an animated movie would be cool, though. Just a straight up animated Quentin Tarantino.
Or like how they had the anime in Kill Bill. Like that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it wouldn't work with
the first
Pixar.
time I watched that movie though.
Oh yeah,
messed up. Max says, Chris, you should do a stream during a Georgia game. It'd be very good to watch. I'm just sitting there with my phone, kind of like Jack is right now, watching it and just yelling at the top of my lungs. Maybe I've thought about starting like a second sports channel, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it. Because I really like
on Twitch. You could do it on Twitch too, because you game do like sports games on Twitch, so you could do that.
That's fair. We have a super chat in here. I didn't see that from Jarrett Barkley saying, "Has anyone ever watched Starship Troopers? It's probably the best, dumbest, and smartest action movie of all time. You'll probably love it or hate it." Thank you for that donation. I appreciate it. I have not seen Starship Troopers.
No.
I'm aware of it. I just haven't seen it. We lost Jack.
Yes, same. Jack's gone for the third time.
Is that related in any way to Spaceballs or no? Is it the same people or is it something?
No. I've seen Spaceballs is awesome. I love it.
Spaceballs is hilarious.
Have you seen Spaceballs, Chris? No. You will love it because it's a Star Wars parody. That's all it is. It is so you will love it. When you watch it, tell me what you think.
Maybe I'll do like a reaction video for it.
You should. Yeah. It would turn out very well. There's some pretty amazing scenes in that one.
Dude, there's a fly in here. Not a wasp, but a fly.
We almost got a part 2 of that.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
Got it.
Yeah, that was something else. But yeah, let me find where I was in the chat. I always lose my spot. Oh, there I was. Jake A. I always just say Jake A because it's formerly just Jake A. How much longer are you going to be doing this? I may hop back in here, but just wanted to say hi, Chris. Thanks for watching my short film. Highly appreciate it. Yeah, of course. I don't know. I'm here for the duration, but if you guys need to go, you can leave whenever. But I'm having a good time.
All I got to do is press public on a video because I disputed a Bob Dylan reaction, and they're again second time. We're like, okay, you can post it. It's just blocking videos on YouTube is stupid.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys are in here, go check out Jake Apgar, I believe is how I say the last name, Productions. He made actually a pretty cool short film. It's like I forget the name of it, but it's like there's like a one take sequence that I thought was pretty cool. And I keep at it because I really do think you have the eye for that kind of stuff, Jake.
I'll definitely check it out.
The score was like really good too. I don't know where you got that, if it was like some royalty free thing, but finding music to put in short films is the hardest part. It's hard.
It's so annoying.
Any Kanye fans in here?
I thought he dropped it.
Did
he? No. I thought he did. He didn't.
Billboard in downtown Atlanta, literally as of Saturday, that said, I think it. I only saw it as I was passing, but it looked like an all black billboard with just really fine print at the bottom that said like "Stream Donda" by Kanye West. Like, listen to it now. Like, it's out now. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I love Kanye. When I ran for student council in high school, I said like I love my school more than Kanye loves Kanye. Like that was like one of my. I didn't win, so don't like no one take that advice. But yeah, I like Kanye.
I like some of his songs, but Ewan knows this more than anyone. Like I just listen to songs, and like it's rare for me to sit down and listen to an album. I've started to try and do that more, but it's just hard for me for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't listen to Kanye. I think he, music wise, is very good. Personality,
he might be a little crazy.
Yeah, but what I've seen from him is cool. And side note, this album here, Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust, Spiders from Mars, David Bowie, on the cover here, you can't read it, but this part right here says K West. This album is from 1972. K. West. And I'm like, what the hell? When I first saw it, like I was looking at it today and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's wild. I know my friend's a massive Kanye fan, and he's like, he went to like this, I don't know what it was, but it was at Mercedes-Benz, and like I think he just played part of it, and like
it was the
launch.
It was a listening party. So
my friend went to that. Yeah,
that's cool. He played the entire thing for the people, but now it's just not out. But that's what Kanye does. He gives a release date, then pushes it back, then gives another release date, then pushes it back. Then it'll come out in a year. So it's like,
wild. Yeah. Isn't he living in Mercedes-Benz for a while?
Yes,
he was. Yeah.
It's so funny.
That's literally like half a mile from Cam's apartment. That's crazy.
that tweet of his like room was so funny.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was wild.
His Twitter page is pretty funny. I like it.
He's kind of a nutbag, but yeah.
Totally, but that's what makes it funny.
Max says you could only watch the Snyder Cut 6 hours to fill. Yeah.
6 times. Yeah.
6. Yeah, you can only have to watch the Snyder Cut. I might not watch it again ever. I know that's like a wildly hot take.
I'm watching it when it comes to 4K because I need to decide if I like that or the Suicide Squad more because it's between those two because they're both good.
I will watch the scene where the Flash uses the Speed Force any day of the week. That's
so good.
So good. Yeah, Jack, we need to have a discussion about the Suicide Squad.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you didn't like it as much. we gotta convert Jack now.
I want to just talk to you about
it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I gave it a 6 for the love of God. That's not bad. No, I'm kidding.
If it's not a 95 or higher, we can't be friends, right? I mean, that's the way it is. You hate the movie if you don't give it.
The writing,
if you give it like an 86,
good.
you hate it.
The writing's not good.
Wrong.
What do you want me to tell you?
No.
The writing, no, really.
But
y'all go
yet
back,
he
watch
ranked
movie
the
and really-
Aquaman second, which has
Sasha-
the most questionable writing I've ever seen in a movie ever. So. I commented on one of Jack's videos the other day. I was like, "Ooh, you did not just put that in second," and I just get like a fist emoji like in a text message, and I was like, "Oh no, what have I done?"
Sasha, you guys are poking the bear right now, and I'm not gonna go. Do not go gentle into that.
What's as long as Suicide Squad, the original, is at the near the bottom.
It's a dumpster fire.
It's a dumpster
Okay,
fire.
good.
So we can agree on that.
What do you think I am?
Yeah. Who do you think I am?
Just checking.
Do not go gently into that good night because rage, I am rage, will get you.
Oh man, that was great. Dank Sinatra's in here. What's good from the Twitch streams? I appreciate it.
Oh yes.
Hope you're doing well. Any Golden Girls fans? I have not seen Golden Girls. Have any of you?
Seen Girls.
Are you a big fan?
I'm not a big fan. I watched it one time. Like, it's definitely one of those shows. Like, it's a normal like sitcom. It's just like they're older ladies and Betty White. So like, how can you not love it? But like, it's not. I mean, it's not anything that I don't get people getting like shirts and stuff of Golden Girls. Like, unless they have some nostalgia for it. For me, it was just like, oh yeah, sure. But I would never even just watch it if it was on. I don't think.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single episode, but I know of it. It's like a cultural icon thing. But I just haven't seen it. I like this question from Zachary. Which celebrity do you share a birthday with?
Celebrity.
This is my biggest flex. I have the same birthday as Haley Steinfeld.
That's gonna be hard to top.
Yeah, I don't think I have any. I'm gonna look it up, but I think I've looked this up before and I don't have any. Actually,
I think I do top it. I'm sorry to steal the thunder here. But Kevin from The Office shares my birthday.
Oh,
that's a win.
Nope, I got it. Nope, I got
damn
it.
Are you gonna one up us, Jack?
Nope. Because I got Captain America, Anthony Mackie, on my birthday.
Ooh, okay.
I still think Kevin takes a top
from The
spot.
Office.
That's the only one though. The rest of them are like TikTok stars. Like that's literally on my.
Yeah, that's what
like,
mine is.
Dancer, YouTube star, Instagram star, YouTube star. I don't even know who these people are.
Me neither.
I'm gonna look it up. Did you go to IMDb or do you just look it up?
Famous birthdays. What's your birthday again? November 29th.
Hassan Minaj. Okay.
I think Chadwick Boseman might actually rest in peace.
You have Chadwick Boseman, Laura Morano from Austin Alley. I don't know if you guys watch that show.
Ooh, I got the boss though.
I got Bruce
Springsteen.
Ooh.
You have Howie Mandel, Chris, Don Cheadle. Can't hit that.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Wait, have you seen that video of Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle? That is so funny to me.
I've never seen something and been like, this did not happen in real life. Like, this is not
what
life.
was it?
It's honestly, I don't want to butcher it. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna try and find it.
Okay.
But yeah. But
it's got the same birthday as Robert De Niro. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have a single.
Which is tomorrow, by the way.
Oh. Really?
Oh, my sister's birthday is tomorrow. Yeah.
Happy birthday to Jack's sister.
Yeah. Same birthday. Same birthday as my favorite baseball player of all time too. Just Dustin Pedroia.
Oh, I remember that. You know, I don't know if I've told you this, Jack, but like I grew up a Red Sox fan because my dad would have to travel there to Boston like 2 or 3 times a year. And so he would always bring us back like Red Sox stuff. And I went to Fenway once. It was lit.
Isn't it the fucking best?
It was lit. No, you're good, dude.
Isn't it the freaking best?
Yes, it was awesome.
It is the greatest ballpark in all of baseball. I've gotten into countless arguments at work about it because I work with a Yankee fan. But it's just and they're on fire. Please tell me they won today.
All right, I'm gonna play this video of Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle.
Oh god.
I'm gonna turn the volume all the way up. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I'm gonna do this. All right.
But at the same time, like I said, and me, I'm 56 years old.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
He's like that. That was recent. That was recent too. Like that just came out like a week or so ago.
Yeah.
That was recent.
Yeah, that's his brand new show.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, that's good.
It's tragic, but it's yeah. And the way he just looks at him, and he's like, I'm sorry.
He's like,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What's worse is the multiple apologies and like denial of there needing to be an apology, and then you're getting mad or it's uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's something else. Oh man. I know Chris hasn't seen it, but thoughts on Kissing Booth 3? Have any of you guys seen it?
I'm never gonna watch that trash.
Okay,
Fuck that. No way.
I am probably okay. I'm probably gonna watch it, but not because I want to watch it. I
Just
loved
don't.
To All the Boys trilogy, and I saw the first Kissing Booth. It was painful to watch, and I just am like, how can Netflix put out these two trilogies, finish in the same year that are just horrible? So for the sake of making a video, I might watch.
You're talking about To All the
Kissing Booth
Boys
2 and 3.
and Kissing Booth?
I think so, like a
The
comparison.
two trashest series.
Whoa, sir.
The first one sucks. The first
Jack,
one, I've only
Jack,
seen the
The
first.
way
They're
we're
so
talking
bad.
tonight, no one would ever think that we got a live stream for 6 weeks together, because you cannot come for To All the Boys.
Well,
I'll put my foot down.
I don't like
I
the
mean-
first one. I've only seen the first one. No.
Sasha abruptly ended this stream series anyway, so we must have had a falling through or something. But
Oh.
The show
man.
ended, Jack.
Here's the deal.
could have done What If. It's
I'm sorry,
That's
man.
that's not worth
Listen.
talking about.
I'm joking.
I'm-
I'm joking.
Jeez.
Shots fired.
No, Sasha's brilliant. I love everything she does. No, she deserves
you,
all the
Jack.
love. No, she
When it
deserves
comes down
Same
to
to you,
the
except for the Aquaman decision. But I
That-
can
you're
respect
so
the lead.
wrong. You're so wrong.
all right, I'll
It's
ask
just
this
that
about
I'm
the
So
DC.
wrong.
Is Wonder Woman 84 in the top or bottom half, Jack?
bottom.
Let me pull my letterbox.
First one's in the top. Second one's in the bottom.
Let me pull my letterbox. Everyone calm.
But I
Wonder
still
Woman
haven't-
calm
84.
down.
I just
I-
couldn't do it. I couldn't
Me
do it.
neither. And I still haven't seen Birds of Prey or
Well, I love Birds of Prey.
Aquaman yet.
It's
I-
barely in the bottom half.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
comes in
like
number
it's
seven.
not.
Comes in
It's
number
not
seven.
terrible, but like it's not good. Like I don't like it. I gave it like a 2.5 out of 5. I don't like it,
I
but
give
it's
it
not.
4
But
out
it's
of
not.
5.
It's not. Suicide Squad or Justice League
Mhm.
bad.
Those are bottom 2 by far.
Those are terrible.
I think the first 45 minutes of Wonder Woman 1984 is like really good at it. You look at it as being like really campy, kind of like the Burton Batman. It's good in that sense, but then when it kind of spirals out of control, and it's just like by the end, you're like, what did this begin with? Why?
If you're still awake by the end, considering how boring
Exactly.
the movie is, God.
Wow, you
There
guys
wasn't an
are
action sequence for the
ruthless.
first hour and 10 minutes.
Mm-mm.
I looked at the time. Hour and 10 minutes.
You guys
Wait,
are
what about the
ruthless.
malls? The
Well,
malls?
I guess that, yeah, but like the first big one where they're like,
Oh,
there's like
okay,
the Jeep,
yeah.
they're like in the desert driving.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
But when it comes to this question, I know my girlfriend Cam watches the Kissing Booth movies with Pretty Much It tracks, and she thinks they're terrible movies, but they're fun to make fun of. So that's why she watches them.
I mean,
Fair,
if you
that's
watch them
fair.
that way,
Yes. Very.
If you watch them to enjoy them, stop talking about movies. but if you watch them to make fun of them, go right ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Looking for the next question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dun-dun-dun.
yo,
Let's see.
the Mandarin from Iron Man 3 is at the Shang-Chi premiere.
Oh wow!
Ben Kingsley, Sir Ben
Multiverse
Kingsley.
confirmed.
Whoa.
Are we getting him in the? I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
No, I'm glad he's
Oh.
there because the version that he played was. I'm not a fan. I don't want to get into the Iron Man 3 twist, but I'm still
Oh.
salty.
I've seen it
so
once,
salty.
like years ago. I don't have anything to say about it. I don't remember it. I
Yeah.
just know
Wait,
everybody
what?
hates
Wait,
it.
what?
The twist in Iron
the
Man
twist
3.
in Iron Man 3. I
Bro,
don't
Iron
really
Man 3 is
remember it.
freaking awesome.
Yeah, this is where Jack and I do agree. I like Trevor Slattery
This is like
as a
one-
character.
This is like one of our few things we agree on.
Yeah.
I remember I was 13 and I had watched I was so hyped, front row. My friend's mom, it was a Friday. My friend's mom picked us up, drove us straight to the theater. We almost didn't make it. It was like a 4:40 showing, and there were 4 seats left. We got him in the front row, and when that happened, I felt like someone had slapped me in the face.
I'm
I
glad
was
you
so
were
upset.
I'm glad it was forced, because if you chose to sit in the front row, I'd be like, you're not allowed to talk about movies.
Oh yeah, no, I hate the front row, but it was the only option. I was like, I got to see this movie today, so I went
That's
and I
fine.
sat.
If it was, yeah.
No, I sit like
Jeff Bezos.
not in the front section of the movie theater. You know how there's like those rows in the very front. I sit in the main section, but
yeah,
I sit towards the back. I love the back. It's just
I'm sorry. I'm looking at someone in the comments. He's just wrong. I'm sorry. That's not Jeff Bezos. You're dumb. Sorry.
But regarding this question, what are some of your favorite music artists?
He's up. Sorry. I got
You're good.
He's up there with like the cat. He's up there with the cast. What the?
Is he in the movie?
What the hell is he listed in the? Actually, let's not look at the
Yeah,
list.
let's
The
not.
cast list.
So there's this
IMDb.
isn't like a thing for the premiere, but there's a Marvel one shot that came out, I believe, on the DVD of Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier. It's called All Hail the King, and it's a short where Trevor Slattery is like in jail for like crimes and like identity fraud or whatever, and like there's some indication that like, oh, the real Mandarin is like pretty pissed at like what you did, like there's that. So that's where I'm curious if it will tie in, because that one shot is like way long ago on a DVD.
Yeah.
I don't think you can even find them on YouTube. Marvel doesn't like make them public, but like they had that in there. I don't know that they've been planning Shang-Chi this long, but like,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
Kevin
about, though.
Feige.
I remember hearing about that.
Kevin Feige's been playing it.
true.
In
Yeah.
his head, maybe. Yeah. I'll let other people answer this question first because I'll probably fire off too many. But
Yeah, I don't.
Go ahead.
I'll go last. Do you have any favorite music artists, Jack?
I know Jack's favorite. I know his number one, Mr. Logic.
Everyone knows my number one is Logic by far. Logic, John Bellion is incredible. I like Kendrick. I like Drake. I like this band called Lawrence. They're very underrated. You guys should go listen to them if you haven't. They're great. They just released a new album. I like film scores. Love La La Land. I've listened to the Inside soundtrack a billion times.
Yes. Chris is going to go off about that.
When we get to my Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year, he will be my most listened to artist.
Same.
By far, just based on that like month period. I'm listening to it every day.
It's all I listen to in my car to this day. It's unhealthy.
And I listened to Problematic on the way home today, and I front to back.
And I'm really fucking sorry.
Sorry. It's so good.
The water bottle.
I sent this TikTok to Ewan of like when that part of Problematic hits and it's this car like going up from like GTA. It was funny.
When the melody hits on that part, it's like I've ascended to heaven. It's literally it's an out of body experience.
The out of body experience in Inside is during Goodbye, when the piano builds and he says what's the point, like telling a joke when no one's, and he's like laughing in the background, and it builds so much. It's so, oh my god, like Chris and I rank the songs, which my ranking has changed so much, but
vastly
still,
different. Yeah, vastly different.
It's there's two out of body experiences for me, and they both involve auto tune and melodies, and it is in Problematic when we get to that point where the I'm really fucking sorry point where it hits that where it hits that melody, I'm like, oh, and then it's in All Eyes on Me.
The whole song.
Well, the whole song's great, but like when he goes on, like, I don't want to really call it a bridge, but it's kind of like a bridge when he's like, you know, you say the ocean's rising, like I give a shit, and when he gets into like that auto tune with my body has a reaction that I just don't know what it is.
I feel that because like for me, I don't know what it is, but in White Woman's Instagram, this has become a Bo Burnham stream, by the way. When he's talking about
Inside Watch Party, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
That would be hype. He's like a goat cheese salad, like that. Makes
tiny pumpkins.
Have you watched? I hate to interrupt. Have you watched Film Speak's essay on this?
I have not.
I maybe.
He dissects White Woman's Instagram, and it is a lot deeper.
Oh, it is. Like I actually caught on my first viewing. I will be kind of. I'll give myself some credit. I caught on to the kind of layers in that song. I think I might have said it in the video with Chris, but there's a lot more to that song. I like the annoying thing is with Apple. I don't know. Sorry if anybody uses Apple Music, but sometimes this happened recently. I've looked it up. It's happened to other people, but it'll pause at 15 seconds and it'll get stuck. For those who use Apple Music, so some of the songs on the Inside soundtrack will pause if you're not using Wi-Fi after 15 seconds. So I'll hear like the start of a song and then it'll pause it. Fuck. It's just like that'll happen. Yeah. It's so funny.
Spotify master race.
I am a Spotify person, but when it comes down to this question,
I am an Apple Music person as well.
Really?
There we go. Yes.
Sasha, what the?
Listen, I have my Apple bundle. Okay, I have all my stuff with Apple. We know how I feel about Apple, so
Sasha's breaking my heart tonight.
Yeah, Sasha, what's your answer for this question?
Mine. So my like favorite band of all time is Maroon 5. I have been in Maroon. Okay, whatever. I had to say it. Whatever.
It's okay. Adam Levine has a very good voice.
I like Maroon 5.
I love him regardless. But Maroon 5 has just been my favorite for like when I got my iPod Touch and like I had like 5 songs on there. Like my dad was like, you can buy 5 songs from the iTunes store, which is like, whoa. Like streaming now, I could download 20 songs in a day. But like at that point, I was like 5 songs, and I downloaded like I think it was Misery and Moves Like Jagger or something. And I just from that point on.
That was Moves Like Jagger. We had that.
Yeah. And so they're my favorite band. And then I watched The Voice religiously because of Adam Levine. And I'm a really big fan of him. I have his Sexiest Man Alive cover. Anyways, it's a thing. I was a really big One Direction fan back in the day. So I like Niall Horan. He's my favorite. I think he has very good like singer-songwriter music. And then this is again so lame, but like Haley Steinfeld, her music, it's very limited music career, but I think it's really good. Like the song she did for Dickinson, probably one of my like, if I had to like pick top 10 songs, like I just love that song so much.
She was featured on a Logic song, and
I think I've heard that song. I think I've heard that song.
Isn't it At My Best?
No, it's called Ordinary Day.
Okay.
Very, very good song.
Interesting. I listen to a variety of genres and all that. I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and like I'm hesitant to call myself like a massive fan of certain bands because I'm not like the music guy. But I've been on a massive Mac Miller kick lately. Like Mac Miller's awesome. Yeah, rest in peace. So
yeah,
and Hamilton's like a go-to. Like if I have a long ride, I just listen to the entirety of Hamilton on a car ride.
Yeah, I'm gonna be annoying with this and fire off a ton.
Go for it.
Do it, Ewan.
You're like half
the music guy.
Anyway, do it. Yeah.
Yeah, basically now. Pearl Jam, Led Zeppelin, Nirvana, Guns N' Roses, The Beatles, the tragically hip Canadian band you should all listen to, Foo Fighters, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath, David Bowie, Aerosmith, Ozzy, The White Stripes, Green Day, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Motley Crue, and Skid Row. Those are
Skid Row, yeah.
Skid Row
is Youth Gone Wild. Is that their song?
Yeah, Youth Gone Wild. Yeah. And 18 Alive. Quicksand Jesus has one of the best vocal performances ever. Sebastian Bach is a master. That guy, I mean, he was on Broadway. He played Jekyll and Hyde. He was on Broadway. That's how good of a voice he has. Hey, there's a part of the show where he gets kind of a little too crazy, but the main song is called This Is the Moment. I dressed up as Jekyll and Hyde for Halloween last year. It's phenomenal. It is so good. He has an incredible voice, but there's like 20 bands. Those are my favorites.
Very nice. I love how you have it ready.
Rock. Yeah, well, like I read the question, I just went to my music board. I just have a list. So
yeah, I respect it. Let's see. I'm gonna look for a good question here to ask next, or to answer. Let's see. Nice having a young Trevor Lawrence on the show. They're referring to, I don't know if you know who that is, Ewan, but it's the quarterback now on the Jaguars who has long blonde hair. And you kind of have his hair now. That I never thought about that. But yeah, that is great.
Yeah. I recognize the name, so I was like, I don't know what that is, but let me.
Number one overall.
I got it for you.
The best video is the one of
Here we go.
Yeah. The flowy
Just a couple more inches down, and you got it.
Yeah. I can see it.
Lewis was in here. I don't know if Lewis is still in here. It's like super late. Yeah. So you're probably asleep, but I appreciate you stopping by. Blow the Whistle. Yeah. If you know what that's from, it's a joke, a running joke from a video of me raging in the 2018 SEC championship. Oh man, life goes on. Just got to move on. You need to live stream Georgia game, vlog the Clemson Florida game. Yeah. I'm going to the Georgia Clemson game, so I could do a vlog, but I might
The
be
Clemson
too.
game's gonna be insane.
Yes, insanity. College game day will be there. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
I mean, that's like one of the games of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hype. It's crazy that like for student tickets for Georgia, that was like the cheapest away ticket.
Yeah, it was $50.
Yeah,
for
$50
for the game.
Yeah, so I hope I get it. We'll see.
Me too.
Let's see. Looking through the chat here.
I'm trying to find the video of you, the football video, so people can.
Yeah.
It's gonna take me a while.
I did not know this.
Yes,
Is this
I'm
true?
so fucking happy about this.
Yeah,
this
me too.
has like a loaded cast, but most of his movies already do have loaded cast. But that is insanity,
bro.
Yes.
Bro.
Is the French Dispatch one of your most hyped for the rest of the year?
Yes, but bro, I fucking love Wes Anderson. He is top 5 director for me, probably top 3. I've been watching all of his movies lately. He's fucking incredible. And this, Tom Hanks, Margot Robbie, Scarlett Johansson with a bunch of the regulars. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's
awesome.
And the French Dispatch looks incredible.
I have to see more of his work. So I got to watch more of his movies. Let's see. By the way, if you're watching on the replay, I appreciate it. I forgot to mention that. I know Max usually is if he's not in the chat. So shout out Max.
Yes. Shout out.
Y'all's the real ones.
Let's see. Are you watching any of you going to watch the Chucky series in the fall?
Yeah.
No.
It depends on when does it come out again? Is it September or October?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's from Blackwood, but I really don't know.
If it comes out in October, not October, and I watch the rest of the Chucky movies, then yeah, because the first Child's Play is actually amazing. Like it's really good. I just need to watch the other ones before I watch. Well, almost all the other ones before I watch the series, but I am excited for it. I think it's good. I think it could be cool.
I need to watch one of those movies one day. Maybe the Child's Play, the original, but.
Yeah,
never
it's
seen
good.
Any of them.
It is good. I like it quite a bit.
Another watch, burn, keep. We got Batman 89, Batman Begins, and Batman vs. Superman. I'll fire mine off real quick because this is easy for me. I'm going to keep Batman Begins. I'm going to watch Batman 89, and I'm going to burn BVS. Sorry to upset fans out there. Same as Chris. Anyone else have the same?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I really, really enjoyed Batman vs. Superman, the Ultimate Edition, but I agree. Yep. Yes.
I would burn Batman versus Superman. I would watch Batman Begins. I don't like that movie very much. I like the trilogy and I like the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, but I don't, the first one, it just drags for me. So I would keep 89 and watch Begins. Did Chris freeze?
Chris is glitched out again.
Oh no. Welcome to my world.
Oh no.
I froze. Can you see me?
Yeah. Yes,
back.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say I think Batman Begins is my least favorite now, honestly, of the 3.
Of the 3, it is my least favorite, but it's also in my 50 favorite movies, and it's my favorite trilogy. So it doesn't say too much.
Not really sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're saying a lot there. Other than you love the movies.
Yeah.
I'm looking for questions. I like the conversations though in the chat.
Yeah,
Richard says
I'm reading them.
Yeah. Richard said, is Ron Swanson the best character on Parks and Rec?
Yes.
I haven't seen it, but
I named my car after him.
Wow.
My
I will say that I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to open the floodgates. The classic argument of like The Office or Parks and Rec, it's like so clearly The Office to me, but I guess there are people who say Parks and Rec out there.
I used to be the reverse because I watched Parks and Rec first, and then when I watched The Office, especially because like the argument point at that for me was like from Parks and Rec people was like Rashida Jones is in both, and she's like the main supporting character of Parks and Rec, whereas she's only Karen for like a season in The Office or 2. So upon rewatch, I just think that The Office is more rewatchable from start to, like I'm in the middle of rewatching it right now, and I just think like the growth of like Jim and seeing the characters develop is better, whereas Parks and Rec, like it has a special place in my heart, but I don't know, you could watch like any singular episode of The Office, whereas I don't necessarily feel that way about Parks and Rec all the time. I still love both of them dearly, but yeah, I would definitely be on the Office side.
Very fair. I just think The Office it's like a comfort show to me. It's and Parks and Rec isn't as much. The characters in Parks and Rec, like the issue is, like I don't like the main character of Parks and Rec. Is Leslie her name? Leslie Knope?
I think Leslie is a lot.
She's the most irritating character in the show, which is a bummer. She's like the main focus.
The thing is, the difference between Parks and Rec. So I would argue that Parks has a better. I don't think the first 2 seasons of The Office are bad. That's always people's argument. But like, I think that it's also not really fair because Parks and Rec was like a planned show, whereas The Office was like a mid-season renewal. So like, that's why they only have the 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And they were like always on the verge of being canceled. So like, I think the first season of Parks and Rec is better, but then Leslie is the same character, which I happen to love Leslie. I very much identify with Leslie. So like, I like just that way too over the top, like excited about everything kind of person. And so like, I think Leslie stays the same, whereas Michael Scott has the slow redeeming qualities that by the time he leaves the show, you're like, oh my gosh, like your heart's broken.
Yeah. Tragic. Jack, what are your thoughts? You have a look on your face.
I guess I'm the only Parks and Rec truther in here.
I think so.
I just haven't watched it. I'm still scrolling through Cam's Twitter to try to find the video.
That's
There's so many tweets.
Yeah. When you do find it, let me know.
I guess I'm the only Parks and Rec truther in here.
Your brain didn't want you to say that one.
It didn't want me to, but I got through it because I needed to.
Yeah,
my duty. No, Parks and Rec, and I see a comment, down at the bottom that I agree with. It's way more consistent than The Office, in my opinion. I think The Office has a lot of off episodes that aren't great.
100%.
After Michael Scott leaves, it just isn't the same.
I still haven't finished the show after Michael left. I've watched everything, and I've tried to watch whatever season, I think 8 or whatever it is. I just can't. Like, I don't know.
And don't get me wrong, I love The Office. I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer. I love The Office. I think it's a great show. But Parks and Rec is more consistent. You have the same cast the entire time. The mojo doesn't ever change. And while I shed maybe a single dramatic tear at the end of The Office, I bawled my eyes out in the finale of Parks and Rec. Wow. So I love that. I love that show.
The thing is, for me with Parks and Rec,
and Leslie's I didn't like doll, so get out of here.
No, I didn't. I disagree. I didn't like season 7 at all. Like the last season of Parks and Rec was like terrible.
You didn't like Johnny Karate?
No.
Yes, I love Johnny Karate.
Maybe I watched it live on TV. Like when it aired, every week. Like I had like watched it and I was like really looking forward to it. And I was like, it didn't do it for me on a weekly basis. That was like 8th grade, I think.
That's where you're wrong. So
honestly though, am I? No, I'm just kidding. How I Met Your Mother though. Let's throw that a bone.
Oh,
How I Met Your Mother versus Friends.
Bottom of the list.
Bottom of the list.
I haven't finished How I Met Your Mother.
I've seen a lot of episodes.
I won't spoil the ending, but to me, the entire last season of How I Met Your Mother, so clever the way they did it. But then for the last episode to be what it is,
that's what I've heard.
It is a waste of your time. Like you feel insult, like the way Chris said he felt when the Mandarin twist happened in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
I felt insulted as a viewer, like you have strung me along and these fictional children along for all of this time to tell this story, and you've done this. I also, and I made a tweet about this, I very much feel very strongly that Ted Mosby is the villain of How I Met Your Mother.
Wow.
He is not a good guy. Not a good guy.
The funny thing is, like, I don't like Ted. He's like, I don't watch it for Ted. And like, I know that's the point. It's
exactly.
This is How I Met Your Mother, but it's like, I'm here for like Marshall, Lily, and like Barney.
For Barney. I need to. Oh, there goes Jack again. Fourth time. I still haven't found it. I'm still looking. When would this have been, Chris? Do you know the time when it would have been? Like
December of 2018.
Okay, I'm close. But I haven't seen How I Met Your Mother, so I can't technically comment. But I've seen a lot of the episodes, and my best friend Logan loves it. Like, it's one of his favorite shows. I will say Barney Stinson is one of the greatest comedy characters ever.
So funny.
Yeah.
I swear, like 5 days ago, my friend was using the hot and crazy scale
Oh yeah.
Yes,
to talk about someone and like my friend Logan like showed me that a few years ago, and he was like, okay, so she's here and here, and I'm like, oh, it lines up to the no-go, the danger zone, and it was just like, and there's a ton of quotes from it that I even know and use sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The continuity in How I Met Your Mother though is hard to beat. Like the way that when they do flashbacks, make sure that things line up with how they've told the story. Like there's a flashback to Marshall and Lily's wedding, and Marshall has shaved his head, and they have like it a couple months later, like partially grown back, even though years later, like no one would have noticed. But the fact that they paid attention to that detail, so good.
Yeah, I'll say this: I think the best sitcom of all time is Seinfeld. And that's all I have to say.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's Friends, but Seinfeld is top 3. I have a Jerry. Where is my Jerry Seinfeld? There's my Jerry Seinfeld Funko Pop. I have a Kramer one over there that I just got in the States, but I might give to my friend.
My senior year of high school, my government teacher had the portrait of Kramer.
Kramer.
He had it in his room, like in the room. I was like,
somebody,
this is
he might be on this stream. Jason Carr. He might send me like the Funko Pop of that.
Oh, really?
And it's. I almost bought it, but it was expensive. But I love that. Or like, I don't know. This is different, but I don't know if you've seen the video of the guy who plays Kramer at the Laugh Factory. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Have fun watching that. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to tell you what happens. It's very different, but yeah, no, Seinfeld is one of the best shows ever. I anytime, like even in English class last year, if I'd get bored, and because everybody just watched shit in that class because we didn't want to do Shakespeare, I just went on and like I think the contest episode of Seinfeld is quite possibly the best sitcom episode ever.
Yes.
Within the first like. Have you seen that one?
I had to watch that for like a class over the summer. And like,
really?
Yeah. Like
just one of my favorite things is just I'm out. Just like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's great.
So funny.
Oh man, iconic.
Or when they're trying to get the table at the restaurant.
Yeah,
keep letting people. I love Seinfeld.
Max says, "Do you like how they show 20 minutes of trailers before movies?" Yes and no. Like I go to the movie, but it's like it's kind of nice to 3 would be nice. Too much, they show a little too much.
10 minutes.
The only reason I like it is because I have gone in the bad habit as I've progressed through college of being progressively later to things. So now I am the person that's like coming in as the lights are going down for the trailers. So knowing I have that extra 15 minutes if I have to go to the bathroom or I want to wait in line for popcorn, I appreciate that.
Y'all see my tweets.
Yes.
See my tweets.
I am not that person, Jack, but I'm close to becoming that person. I don't want to.
Movie starts at 1 p.m. Parks at 1:10. Couldn't be me.
The most annoying thing happened to me. So on Friday afternoon, I went to a theater that I didn't think many people would be at to see Don't Breathe 2. I'm the only one in the theater, dead center. No one's in there. And I'm like, oh, this is the first time in my whole life I'm going to see a movie by myself. No one else is in here. 5 minutes into the movie, these 2 people walk in, and I was like, fuck. I was literally, I texted.
Were they annoying?
By yourself?
They weren't annoying. They went up to the back. Like, it was a massive theater. But that would have been the first time I'd ever seen a movie where it was only me in the theater. It's never happened. There's always at least one more person in there. It's annoying.
I've seen so many movies by myself in theaters.
Yeah, I was so close.
Free Guy a few days ago was the first movie I went to by myself. I called like 5 of my friends and they were all busy. I'm like, okay, I'll just do it. Yeah. And it's totally fine. Like there was one of my friends in there. Like I didn't know she was going, but like I went by myself and I'm like, it doesn't really matter because as soon as the movie starts.
I'm going to try to make this as short as possible, but I ramble about this a lot. Going to the movies by yourself is the best way to do it. And y'all can disagree with me on this, but for me at least, it is the best way to do it. And I am someone that has watched hundreds of movies in the theater at this point in the last 3 years by myself. It is the best. And someone on Barstool wrote a blog about this about a few weeks ago. I read it and I was like, yes, it's so right. Because if you go by yourself, you don't got to worry about chatty neighbors. You don't have to worry about, scheduling times to get together. You have the complete free will to go and see whatever you want, do whatever you want, and you just get to enjoy the time by yourself.
Yeah.
Now I'm a loner at this point. I don't communicate with anyone except for my online friends and my coworkers and my family. But it's just nice to have that freedom to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch this. And I don't need to, there's no brunt work involved.
Yeah. Before you play that video, Ewan, I wanted to say
finally found it.
20
minutes later. Yes.
I wanted to say I have seen a lot of movies by myself. I was just saying when I saw Don't Breathe 2,
but in a completely
I wanted to be an empty theater. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because I love going alone. Like I saw Free Guy alone, got a small popcorn, some Reese's Pieces, and an icy, and I was like, this is the move. Like I was into it.
I will also say I've been a lot by myself, but I've been in empty theaters. Like the theater in Phoenix that I lived right across the street from. It was an AMC, but it was like one that's kind of run down. Not a lot of people go to, and it's in the middle of the metro of Phoenix. No one lives there.
Yeah.
So I went to a lot of movies, just empty theaters, and it's great because it's just like I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. All right, fire away.
Can I play the video?
Yeah.
Well, considering this is the starting, where the fuck?
Yeah. I'm like,
that's mouth right there. Holy shit!
No, yeah, my friends made a meme of it of like Thanos getting stabbed by Storebreaker, and they sent it in my face. It's like, and it matches up with Thanos.
I hope I don't blow up my mic, so I apologize.
We'll see. I got so mad.
Bro, the dad.
Everyone in the background so loud. At the very end, I don't know what I'm mumbled on. I think I'm in pain.
I'd be lying though if I said that wasn't me during any Patriot Super Bowl. Like I'd be lying. Like when they sorry, I'm sorry to any Atlanta Falcons fans in the room. When the Patriots were losing 28-3, when Brady threw that pick six, I punched a door so hard.
Pulled an Andy Bernard.
Hard. Like it was a firm ass door. But like I punched a door so hard after Brady threw that pick six. I'm like, well, we lost. And then I ended up bawling my eyes out after we won in overtime. But and also the Red Sox too. The Red Sox.
Yeah.
Like that when they won the World Series in 2018. Now I was by myself in my apartment, but I was FaceTiming my mom. I screamed just so many profanities when they won the Dodgers in 2018.
You're not my child, Jack.
Well, because the Red Sox of anything is that's my team. The Red Sox are my team. When they won it in 2018, oh my god, sports till I die.
Yeah, Chris, you said I'm in so much pain at the end of the video.
Oh yeah, it hurt so bad because I'm gonna go on a quick rant, and I know the 10 of you in here probably are like, "What the hell?" But
it's funny.
A very quick rant. In the national championship game, we lost to Alabama, 2nd 26. I saw someone said it in the chat. It's infamous.
Yeah,
and what happened in that game was we game planned for their starting quarterback, Jalen Hurts. And at halftime, Nick Saban pulled him out, put 2 in.
I gotta interrupt real quick.
Can you block the one guy in the chat?
You gotta block that guy.
Block him now.
That's
He's
bad.
back.
Block him. Derek, block him. That's bad.
Sorry, I didn't see it. Thank you for letting me know.
No, that's okay. You were talking, but I saw it. I didn't want to interrupt.
I knew that name.
Yeah, same. And I saw the picture.
You are a bad person.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Because I had to block someone else earlier for
I saw that.
Kind of being an asshole.
I think it's probably the same guy because he had the same joke. But
that's not cool. Why are people like that? That's not cool.
Yeah.
Just don't be a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Simple as that.
Yeah, people are wild. But yeah, blocked his ass. Anyway, so in the national championship, we lost because Tua came in. We weren't ready for him. He ate us up. It is what it is. Life goes on. And then in the SEC championship the following year, we game planned for Tua and shut his ass down. Actually took him out of the game. Jalen Hurts comes in and beats us. So it's a reversal. It's a perfect story for them.
Funny.
And for me, it's never-ending heartbreak. And I don't think we'll ever beat Alabama. But if we do, I don't know. It might not be safe for those around me because of how ecstatic I'm gonna get. I'm gonna lose it. Like
There truly is something just like I can't describe it because I'm not like the biggest sports fan or wasn't before coming to college. Like I love watching football and soccer and that sort of thing, but like the connection I feel to like Georgia football and like UGA, like I would defend it till my dying day. Like to the point where anyone says anything otherwise and I'm like ready to pick a fight, like family, stranger, don't care who you are, like I'm ready for it. And Chris, do you remember when, and you guys, Jack and you might not know this, but there was the South Carolina game. We have hedges on either side of our football field, which are like very sacred to us. And they ripped pieces of the hedges off. And I have never felt so personally attacked by something in my life.
Yeah.
It's look of disappointment on Chris's face the second
I was
you
at
started
that
talking
game.
about it.
We lost. It's fine. I'm riding the train this year. It's my last year at Georgia. I'm going to try and, I'm going to go to every game. If we go to the SC Championship, I'm going. Like I'm riding the wave all the way. If we go to the Natty somehow, I'm going. Like I'm going to get there. But we have to see what happens. So
you got a little slander in the chat here. Aiden says some stuff.
Yep. Aiden,
you forget we had the best kicker like in all of college football for so long. So don't even go there.
Here's what I'm gonna say, Aiden. You got the dub last year. COVID season. I'm gonna pull that card. COVID season. I mean, no, honest to God,
thing to me, but it's hilarious.
We were on a 3-year win streak, versus Florida, 2017, 18, 19. And then we lost because I didn't go to the game. I had been going and then I didn't go and we lost.
That's it. That's
just
100%.
Just blame it on the COVID season. It's like always
COVID season.
Sox,
no, for real, COVID season.
The Red Sox were terrible last year, and I'm just like, it's the COVID season. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I think Dave Portnoy even said that in like a video. He was like, the Pats were sucking, and he was like, COVID season.
Yep.
Doesn't count.
Yeah. No, 10 out of 10. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with Tom Brady leaving. It was the COVID season. They said.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of the way I am. But yeah. That was a fun little sports talk. I need to do like a side sports channel, and I don't know what I'd call it. Just like a few videos a week, not heavily edited.
Sports stocked.
Sports
hard
stocked.
To say. Yeah, say that 10 times fast. That's no.
I actually started my social media journey with an Instagram page called CFB Home, and my friend and I ran it. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to start film stocked. So CFB Home. Maybe I could bring it back. I know that's a Twitter.
I started mine with Ice Cream Tricks Designs. It's still on Instagram, and you can find me when I was probably maybe in like 2014, 2015, doing trick shots with my friends and making dumbass videos. Yeah. But there's that.
John says hashtag don't let Dune flop.
It's not going to.
I think it might, unfortunately.
I don't think it will anymore because last year it would have. But this year, because they keep releasing stuff, it is getting more hype. Yeah. I don't think it will anymore.
I don't know how much box office it's going to draw in because it's going to HBO Max, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
So it's free on HBO Max already, and that is why the Suicide Squad didn't perform. It's literally free. Like most people are like, let's see, should I go make a day out of it and spend all this money at the movies, or just watch it for free on my home screen or home movie setup?
People are stupid.
So
I have a question about that. Why do we think that Space Jam 2, of all things, did as well as it did in theaters? Because it's in the same boat.
Because
you know what I mean? I'm not trying to argue. I'm just
I haven't seen it, but I think parents probably just want to get the kids out of the house, and they just bring them to. That's just my first thought.
That's on it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and it came out in the middle of the summer, so they're trying to find things to do with their kids. And like the one that the one that I went with some of my buddies from work, but the entire theater was filled with kids and families. Like that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I also think that like this is just kind of how the trend, because I watch the box office pretty closely each week. This is just kind of what the trend has been. Like each week it's just a new movie. Like there's no movie that's going to hold on for more than one weekend. Black Widow held on the weekend before, and then it was Space Jam's time because it was the new big movie to come out. So Space Jam was the one that made the money. Didn't make money. It made way more money than people thought it would because it wasn't as hyped of a movie as like a Black Widow, but it still made, not the best money for like its budget. So I don't think Dune will flop in terms of like what the box office numbers have been now. I think it'll exceed the box office numbers now. But in the grand scheme of like 2019, when like Endgame came out and stuff, like nothing's getting close to $1 billion anytime soon.
No.
Oh
It's
God,
not happening.
no.
And even like, and I'm saying like I will literally place my money on this. I don't even think Spider-Man or the Eternals or any of those, I don't think they'll get even close to.
I agree, because even like
Black Widow was the first. I was like, it's an MCU movie. It's the first one in 2 years. People are going to go watch this, and it did not perform that well.
Yeah, like it's part Disney Plus, but also just because Endgame, like there's a lot of people that say they checked out after Endgame, which I've heard before. Like I obviously haven't, but like it there was 11 years building to that, so it makes sense.
Yeah. And I think that even Far From Home, did Far From Home like barely do $1 billion? Like I feel like Far From Home might like probably hit it, but like I don't know if No Way Home would even hit $1 billion. Maybe it would if everything was normal, but that's another branch reality.
That's different.
Yeah.
All the damn people would get vaxxed, for God's sakes.
I know. Jeez.
Yeah. Josh from Sin and Creep says, "Look at all these legends in one stream."
Hey.
You're the real legend in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Probably watching a movie. I see you logging them on Letterboxd. But yeah, let's look and see. Family Guy or American Dad? I don't watch either really.
Family Guy.
But I'd say Family Guy.
I
haven't watched them fully, but Family Guy.
I love American Dad though. It's so funny. It's so self-aware that it's hilarious.
Family
Guy is a classic.
Yeah, Family Guy. I've seen episodes of it. I've never seen the Star Wars ones though.
Me neither. I should.
Oh, I have multiple times.
Yeah.
I have them on Blu-ray. Oh my
Yeah.
God, they're incredible.
Yeah.
Are they okay?
I've heard people talk about them a lot.
They are incredible. They are so good. I'm gonna watch one tonight before I go to bed. They're so good.
Do it.
That wasn't even no pun intended, but
Dude.
JK says I'm gonna head out and watch Spiral. Enjoy Spiral. Enjoy it. I like it. It's for what it is.
It's fun.
It's not amazing at all. And hope to have a longer horror short film. Well, very nice. I'll be on the lookout. Let me know when you drop that.
And if he's still in here, DM me them, and I will definitely watch them, especially if it's horror, because those are fun.
What's a show you wish was more accessible on streaming?
Ooh, that's a great question.
It's a great one.
All the shows I like are accessible, so
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of like I like to get nostalgic sometimes, like some of the old Nickelodeon stuff. But a lot of that stuff's on Paramount Plus now, so
yeah, or even Hulu at a time, like Drake and Josh.
Yeah. So
I honestly don't even know. I can't.
Sons of Anarchy's on Hulu. Game of Thrones on HBO Max.
Yeah, Breaking Bad's on Netflix.
Arrow's on Netflix.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
HBO Max.
They're all on something.
I wish The Office wasn't on Peacock of all places, but like whatever.
They actually just took it off of Netflix in Canada. We had it on for so long. We had it like recently with my brother, like yesterday. He's like, "Did you know they took off Brooklyn Nine-Nine in The Office?" I'm like, "Oh, yes," because we watch the show constantly in our house and they watch the same episodes, but still. Makes sense. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, final season's airing now.
I gotta watch that show.
Oh, that show's great. I have
it's so good.
I have the full series of The Office on DVD, so I'm not worried about it leaving streaming services because physical media is the best.
Yeah, physical media.
I want to get it on DVD. I feel like the one that would have been, because I don't think there is one. Like you guys have raised all the points. I guess The Office, because I have been rewatching it. I'm like, when season 6 rolls around and I can't watch it, or 5 or whatever the cutoff is, I'm not paying for Peacock. I'll just buy it on DVD.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's crazy to think about how Game of Thrones wasn't like on anything, and it was so expensive. Like The Office, sure, you can buy 9-10 seasons of The Office, whatever it is, for $50 DVD and watch it. Game of Thrones, to even just get all the DVDs is like over $100. You know what I mean? Like now you can get
year.
to Max, but like it's wild to me how much it costs.
Yeah.
Like it would have been to invest in that show.
Yes.
At a certain point
the Blu-ray set for Game of Thrones, like that is
He's
very
got the 4K set.
Yeah.
This was my Christmas gift last year.
Very
That's
nice.
how expensive this is.
Yeah, I need
There's
to.
that cool set too.
I'm so bad. I need to keep watching Game of Thrones. It's been
gotta finish it.
I'm so stupid because I started watching Haunting of Hill House again, like actually watching this time. It's so good. It's one of the best shows I've ever watched. I'm only like 3 or 4 episodes in, and I started it last month, and I haven't watched in like 3 weeks. But I love it. Like that's why I don't like it, because Game of Thrones is amazing so far. Like, and I haven't even got to Battle of the Bastards. It's like one of the next episodes. I know Jack's gonna lose his shit.
You're like
if I ever say that
there?
again.
What are you
I know.
doing?
You need to watch it soon.
I know.
I know. It's like one of the greatest episodes of television of all time.
Yeah.
I know. There's a few more episodes, and it's amazing. I am okay. These past few weeks have been so busy for me. It's insane. But that's not really an excuse because it's been months since I've watched it. But I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
Season 6 is the best season of that show.
I say season 4,
is the best.
season 6 is right behind it.
Season
6
4 so far is my favorite, I think.
Season 6, in my opinion, is the best season of that show. And Battle of the Bastards is not only the best episode of that show, it is one of the greatest episodes of television of all time, I would say. Like it's freaking incredible.
I want to do some video on it. I feel like that's part of it because I did want to do some video on it or some like reaction, but I need to like get away to. Anyway.
Yeah. Max says I could reboot the Chris Bowie channel with College Football. I honestly might. Who knows? We'll see.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. What's the best video game adaptation? A Ready Player One, Free Guy, or Sonic?
Free Guy. Jack's gonna say Ready Player One. He's gonna go say Ready Player One. I know what he's saying. Ready Player One. He's gonna show us a poster in his room, but it's Free Guy.
Have you seen Ready Player One, Sasha?
So freaking good.
I didn't really like it.
It's okay.
Jack's gonna go crazy.
And I haven't seen the other two, so I don't.
Ready Player One's fine.
I like it. No,
Jack, I want to be friends with you after this stream, so I'm not gonna say it a third time.
What did she say? I didn't hear it.
Don't worry about it.
I don't like Ready Player One.
Yeah.
It's not a bad movie. I just didn't like it. Like,
I like it. It's just not the greatest. Jack's gonna go crazy. I do like it. I just have I've seen it like 2 or 3 times, but from now on I have no intent to watch it again. Yeah. But it's good. I've
only seen it once. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again.
Compared to the other Spielberg movies, it's nothing. Sorry, Jack. At least I like it. I give it like a 3.5, 4 to 5. So there's.
You guys are just something else tonight.
Fulcrum 28. Hello,
Sasha. I'm just appalled by Sasha's behavior tonight.
You know what's sad? This is the second time I've like become friends with someone because we thought we had so much in common, and then the actual like opinions come out of like movie taste, and then you're like realize you're like, wait a minute, do I even know who you are anymore? Like,
Sasha,
I don't even know who you are.
Sasha.
You will.
Sorry.
Sasha. You'll always be a friend in my heart, but I'm tonight. There's a lot of mending is going to happen after
war.
Tonight is like this is Jack's Joker origin story right now.
A lot of mending.
Yeah.
a lot of mending is going to happen after tonight. A lot of mending is going to have to happen.
Oh yeah. One of the goats is in here. Trevor from Film Geeks.
Trevor.
Thank you for that super chat, bro. About to watch season 4, episode 9 of Game of Thrones. I know he's rewatching it with his girlfriend currently. She has not seen it, I don't think.
Oh,
and wanted to stop in and say what's popping. Yeah, you're on the best stretch, dude. You were telling me you watched The Laws of Gods and Men with Tyrion. I did not kill Joffrey, but I wish that acting was so good. Yeah.
Best episode of the show so far. That's my favorite like scene in the entire show. That because Tyrion's my favorite character, so that's in like my top 5 favorite TV scenes. That is so like I wish that I like it's so sad.
But I appreciate that, Trevor. You're the man, and I'm kind of envious that you're watching it. Even though I kind of rewatched Game of Thrones earlier this year, it's one of the best. I love it. But yeah, I have no clue where I am, but I'm going to answer some questions now because there's a lot of discussions. Trevor, Max is the GOAT. Max is the GOAT. I love Max. Am I going to watch season 4 of Cobra Kai?
Yes.
I need to watch all of them because I haven't seen any.
I love Cobra Kai so much. It's one of my favorite shows going on. It was my first review of this year, and then I did a live stream with Josh from After Credits. I love that show so much, and I like, a lot of people are probably mad that there's going to be like 7 or 8 seasons. I'm just so happy because I genuinely think it's a really good show. Like, it totally plays off of nostalgia. If you don't like the Karate Kid movies, then you won't like it. But considering I love the original so much, and the sequels I haven't rewatched in a while, the show is awesome. That is my little rant there. I love it, and yes, I will.
Have you seen Cobra Kai, Sasha?
I haven't.
No?
It has been recommended to me. It was recommended to me when it was still on YouTube, and I've never seen the original Karate Kid. I've only seen the Jaden Smith version with the Justin Bieber song. So, but I do like. I kind of am interested to check it out because I've been rewatching the last season of How I Met Your Mother, and William Zabka is in the last season.
Yep.
So
yeah, I've read about that.
I got
so much homework that you have. Every single stream, we give you like 5 movies.
Seriously, it really is.
Have you watched The Town yet?
Don't.
I know the answer, but have you watched The Town yet?
I haven't either.
The Town is great.
It's on the shelf behind me.
Ben Affleck's birthday was yesterday. Music City Drive-In put out a tweet saying what's your favorite movies, and of course I had to say The Town because it's the best Ben Affleck movie.
Good Will Hunting actually is Jack.
Good Will
Feel to be raw.
Good Will Hunting.
I haven't seen The Town, but
my boy Ewan's wicked smart.
I mean, the final act of The Town is a shootout during a heist in Fenway Park. I don't really think there is a better setting for a movie. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's a perfect movie because of that. The Town. And Jennifer has seen The Town.
Jennifer did take the homework assignment seriously, and I didn't, unfortunately.
I'm watching it at the end of the summer. I will promise you this now, Jack. I will fucking promise you I will watch it by the end of the summer, okay? Sound good?
So Sasha, yes, that sounds good.
Okay.
So Sasha, unlike a homework assignment where, like, if you don't do it, okay, you get an F. This homework assignment, it doesn't go away.
It just carries with me.
Those homework assignments go away. This one never goes away. I will hound you about this for the rest of your life.
I know.
I will be 75 or however old I am on my deathbed, and I will be like, I got to do one more thing before I take my last breath. Call up Sasha. Have you watched The Town? You will say, and you will probably say no, and then I will say, I will say, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed, hang up, last breath, I'm dead. How will you feel? How will you feel when that happens?
Well, I guess I better watch it. I better watch it now so that doesn't happen because that
doesn't die by 75.
She gets the phone call and she says, "It's been 84 years. Still haven't watched The Town."
You see, and you're like, damn. It's been 84 years and I still haven't watched. And you'll know when I come a call in like decades from it, you'll know.
It'll just like do like the zoom into her head and just like just all the live streams just with Jack saying it every single time.
It's all the flashbacks to The Town.
Did you watch it?
AJ, what's good? How you doing, brother?
Yeah,
hope you're doing well.
AJ.
Maggie's in here too. Hello there, Maggie. I hope you're doing well. It's been I hope that school's going smoothly, that transition. Let's see. Who's excited for Stranger Things 4? Absolutely.
Yes, they just need to give us something for it. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, like give us a full trailer. A full trailer. Like a minute.
It's not coming out until 2022, though. It's not coming out until 2022.
Neither is a lot of things that have.
But it's going to be like over a year from now. It's going to be so long.
Guys, don't worry. We'll get the Stranger Things 4 trailer before Spider-Man.
Before Spider-Man No Way Home. Yep.
Yeah, it's
true.
Don't
worry about it.
Yep. Yeah, we will. Are you going to see Reminiscence in theaters or on HBO Max?
HBO Max.
Same.
I just saw the trailer for it. Since we don't have HBO Max here in Canada, I'm going to find it online because it actually looks quite interesting, and I love Hugh Jackman. But I don't think it's playing any theaters near me.
Yeah, it's
the only reason I may go to the
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, the only reason I may go see it in theaters is because in Athens there's a movie theater that does $5 Tuesday tickets, and I'm just kind of want to get in the habit of like doing that to get like at least one movie in the theater a week. Yeah. And since there's not really that much competition this week that I can think of, it may just fall to be the one movie. Like, okay, next week I'll go see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna see it Thursday night, but it's not doing Thursday night showings to do like an early review. They're not. So I'm just gonna watch it on HBO Max like Friday morning probably and review it.
I do want to watch it. I still like, since I think I've talked about this before, but like I have a theater in my town, but it sucks. It's terrible. If I were to send you a picture of it, you wouldn't know it was a theater. It's a cinder block. It's a gray block. Like from the back, you cannot tell what it is. The only thing you can see is a few posters and the little sign, and it's terrible. I had to see Free Guy there, but I mostly drive get someone to drive like 45 minutes to a theater. So that's the only reason I've still missed out on The Green Knight, which I am so mad about because I know I'm gonna love it.
We talked about it earlier on the stream.
Yeah, I know Jag really loves it. Jag loves it so much.
Guy.
And
Or in the words of famed DC character Aquaman, my man.
And I also I know Chris didn't like it, but I want to see Don't Breathe too because I love the first one. I love it so much. I just hope I like it because I know a lot more people did than Chris, but like I just want to like it.
I hated it, but like I know I'm kind of in the minority there.
Wait, what did you hate? Sorry.
Don't Breathe 2. Hated it.
It wasn't great.
No. I like good. A lot of people were like nicer to it. I saw like saying it was fine, but I just like hated it. And I detail that on Sasha's website, Assembled Press. So go check out that review.
Wonderful review about it.
Go check out that
writing
review.
Now it's just lit.
Yes, I am trying to get into the writing game. It's pretty fun. It's like a nice long letterbox review.
It's way better. So I'll just say this real quick. Y'all ain't gonna see any videos from me for about 2 weeks. I'm taking a break. YouTube is 10 times harder than writing. 10 times. It's way more strenuous. It's way 100%. More stressful. Writing reviews is freaking awesome. So you got into a good game. Because I can lay my ass in bed. Right. I don't have to get into my
I agree with you. It is so much easier. I just find more enjoyment filming them. And like I don't know, like obviously still like studios and stuff care more about written reviews, like still like they always will.
It's a game.
Yeah, but like I need like because where I live there's like nothing. I need like some website to kind of like pick up on or whatever. But I will say I like videos because you can kind of go off track a little bit more and your personality can shine more in videos. So that is why I like doing it more. And for my reviews, like almost all of last year, like I would literally type out the entire thing. Well, for the start of this year, 2021 is 2020 part 2 for me. They're the same year. So like most of this year until recently, I would just write out my full review. But that's my little rant.
Yeah, fair. AJ says you guys are awesome. What is your favorite film you've watched recently?
Letterbox.
I would say I don't even remember.
Go ahead, Sasha.
This one was a great one if people are looking for like an end of summer movie to watch. The Way Back, not The Way Back with Ben Affleck, but The Way takes place at like a summer. Steve Carell. Sam Rockwell is in it. Maya Rudolph is in it. Toni Collette, the aunt from Knives Out that was like trying to like get the money for her daughter, and the little girl from Bridge to Terabithia in Soul Server.
Okay.
That
Sophia,
that blonde,
Sophia and Nicole Ann or something like that.
Yeah,
Sophia or Anna Robb. Sophia. I don't know. It's something like that.
Something like that. But it was such like a surprise. Like the trailer, I thought was going to be like, oh, this is going to be the best parts of the movie, but it really like doesn't even touch on some of the best parts. Like it's just so funny and wholesome and like a feel good movie. So I highly recommend it. It's a great end of summer film.
Fair. I might have to add it to the list. Ewan, what about you?
Maybe. I don't even like it's because I'm so behind my letterbox. Like I'm probably 2 or 3 weeks behind. I can't remember exactly. I will say I rewatched Total Recall for the first time in 4 years on 4K because I just got it in the States. That movie is genuinely so good. Like, that is such an incredible sci-fi movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the original. I haven't seen the remake, but I watched that not too long ago. And the 4K is like one of the best 4Ks I've seen. It looks so good. So if you guys have seen the movie, I highly recommend picking it up. And if you haven't seen it, then watch it because it's amazing. Like, it's bloody. It has its fair share of like the one-liners. It has a few of them, but it's like one of the best. Like, one of my favorite Arnold lines. I won't say the context of it, but it was, consider that a divorce. Like, if you've seen the movie, you know the context, but it's pretty awesome. I love that. I love it.
What about you, Jack? Favorite movie you've watched recently?
I've given 2 movies this month 5 stars. The first one is 9 Days, which I talked about earlier.
Ooh, I need to watch that.
It's great.
Absolutely incredible movie. I gave it a 99 out of 100, which I don't do. And just an incredible experience. And then I saw Blade Runner 2049 for the first time this month.
You're so lucky.
Which I gave a 97.
Yes.
Incredible movie as well. Those are the two that I've seen.
Best looking movie of all time, and that's
one
a
of
fact.
And Dune is going to be just as good. Based on what I saw, based on what I saw at the reveal event, Dune is going to look just as good.
Yeah,
so
you saw that.
I'm gonna say my favorite is Notorious, an Alfred Hitchcock movie I watched last night. I got it on Criterion, and I had never seen it, and I just was so immersed from start to finish. I sat on the couch right behind me. I was just locked in. I was like, I love the vibes of some of the 1940s movies the black and white feel. If it's good, like there are some that are like very just not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
but I really like Casablanca and stuff like that.
Yes.
So
I watched The Wolfman for the first time last month. Actually, I was just looking at my letterbox. I'm 3 days away from being a month behind with logging, which is stupid of me. But the Wolfman was one that I watched, and the more I think about it, the more I like it. It's like the original. It's actually really good. The Mummy is the other one I watched. Not so good. Like, it's good enough. It's so dated though. I have so many problems. I fell asleep watching it.
And also on top of that, 12 Angry Men. Holy shit!
Yes.
That is so
that's classic movie.
I watched that in July for the first time. That I gave that 100 out of 100.
Good.
Like that joined the 100-point club. Yeah, that movie's fucking amazing.
It really is.
That is
I
a
need to see that so bad.
Masterpiece.
Yeah.
That like just the I have the Criterion as well.
As do I.
Just the writing of that movie.
Top 3 scripts of all time.
The writing of that movie is in freaking incredible. It's incredible.
Yes, Sasha, you'll probably love it.
I'm really excited because it's been one of those that people have said, like, if you want to do screenwriting, it's one of the best, if not the best of all time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I totally agree.
Yeah, but I gotta head out, guys. It's 10. I got
totally understandable. If any of y'all have to go, I get it.
You guys are sweet, but I will answer Richard's.
All right.
I will answer Richard's question, which is just to me at the bottom. Jack, have you ever seen Following Christopher Nolan? I have. I've seen Nolan's entire filmography. It's a good movie. It's definitely my least favorite. But for what he was able to accomplish with it, it's a very sound movie. But thank you, Chris, for letting me hop on while I was walking. Sasha, you and you guys are the best. Y'all ain't gonna see me for a bit. Like I said, I'm taking a break for a few weeks, but when I come back, I'll be back, and I love you guys, and we'll see you later.
Thanks for coming, man. See ya. Have a good night.
Bye, Jack.
Yeah.
See you. If either of you have to go at any time, feel free. I understand. It's been 2.5 hours. So, where was I? I enjoy the hell out of doing streams. Like, I did a stream earlier on Twitch today for an hour, and I was like, I'm gonna do one tonight, and it's been 2.5 hours, and I'm still having fun.
I streamed last night because I had nothing to post, and again, I had no time, so I was just learning a Metallica solo, which I did not get. I got like the first 15-20 notes of it, but shit's difficult. Difficult.
I played the trombone in band in middle school for 1 year.
I played the trumpet, the trombone, and then the trumpet. But now I'm playing guitar and actually doing it not for school because I enjoy it. I was doing some Green Day earlier. I was playing Jesus of Suburbia, and that song is amazing.
Nice. I wanted to mention there's still 18 of you in here. I'm happy that you guys have stuck around. If you are in here, definitely hit the like button. It helps out the algorithm. Subscribe to these awesome people as well as Jack, who just left. They all have awesome channels and social media. All that stuff is the same name that you see at the bottom. But AJ says we already answered that. I just haven't clicked off it. He had another question that I was going to get to. It's been 2.5 hours on a stream. You kind of like get like yeah. But
it's
let's
so
see.
like the energy in a stream. There's nothing like it. Like that's why whenever I finish a stream, I'm like, I want to stream tomorrow again, and that's so I don't blame you, Chris, for doing it like 2 or 3 times a day.
I'm trying to Twitch stream and I can't speak anymore. Stream here as much as I can because it is a lot of fun. The town is great. You have to watch it tonight. Yeah. Maybe another night because it's like 11 here. I don't know if we'll start a movie.
Yeah.
Too late. Somebody just asked in the chat which Metallica song. I was learning the intro solo to Fade to Black. It's like nice. That's just a quick thing. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm hoping to get back to live stream soon. Very cool. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in here more. I know that Maggie was in the Fallen Order stream, which I did on Twitch for 5.5 hours once. Started at 8 o'clock and went till 1:30 in the morning. So Maggie was in the chat for that. That was the longest stream ever done. 5.5 hours.
Wow.
It was epic.
Wow.
We'll get a Mando season 3 trailer before a No Way Home trailer.
Oh,
I don't know.
It hasn't even started filming.
Yeah, no.
I don't know about that. We'll see. Max says, have you got Shang-Chi tickets? Have either of you got your tickets yet?
Nope. I don't get tickets no.
That's what I was going to say, and I don't usually buy the tickets ahead of time because there's usually like enough ticket, like at least because I usually go with my boyfriend and there's usually 2 tickets at least left, like a week or 2 before.
I do like a few days before, but for me with my work, I don't know it until for Shang-Chi it'll be till like 6 days before. So I can't buy it now. And like, could I book it off? Sure. But like if I see it on Thursday or Friday, to me, because it isn't for like No Way Home, I'm like, I'm watching that tonight. Shang-Chi I'm excited for, but like No Way Home's like the only one that I'm like, okay, I have to see this as soon as possible. Because like Shang-Chi with spoilers and stuff, people won't be able to post as much compared to No Way Home. Like I know it's not really fair to compare to No Way Home, but
Aiden says Chris sees Shang-Chi tomorrow. I don't know where he got that notion from. Maybe I am though. I don't know. The world will never know. Maybe I'm seeing Paw Patrol too.
I saw the trailer for that for Free Guy.
There's an inside joke for the Twitch stream.
Oh, God, I saw the trailer for that and I wanted to shoot myself in the head. Oh my God, that looks so bad.
Oh man, yeah. I have not seen any of those movies.
No.
Reagan Talks Movies has got to go. Have had so much fun. Hope to see you for soon. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for being here. What's the worst movie you've ever seen?
I don't know. Okay, worst. There's like a few obvious ones. My least favorite though is Twilight. I've seen many worse movies.
You're breaking my heart, Ewan.
Yeah, I've seen. I like to be completely honest. I've
going down a path I can't follow.
Yeah, I've seen a ton of movies that are worse than Twilight, but it is easily my least favorite movie of all time. Because with the ones that are so bad, like Batman and Robin, is so bad that it's funny. Twilight, I fucking hate that movie so much. I know the sequels are even worse. I've seen like the first 15 minutes of the other one, but the second one, but. Yeah, that's always my go-to pick for least favorite movie.
Well, I think you're going to enjoy a ranking coming to my channel soon of all 5 Twilight films, as I've been rewatching. I've watched and rewatched them. If you can see my Letterboxd reviews and guilty pleasure franchise.
What did you give the
first Twilight? 3 out of 5. Not unironically, 3 out of 5. It's enjoyable. Now, New Moon, 2 out of 5. Eclipse, 3 out of 5. Breaking Dawn 1. 2 out of 5, and then the last one 1.5. I really was upset with Breaking Dawn Part 2.
I've heard one of them is good. It might be that last one that you didn't like. I've only heard one is actually good, but I honestly, when I started my channel a few months into it, I made a video talking about how much I didn't like Twilight. The video didn't get uploaded, something with the exporting, but I could go and just give you a million reasons, but I'm not going to because I'm not that much of an asshole tonight.
Yeah. I'd say to answer this question though, it might be this, but just Suicide Squad from 2016. I've talked about it and bashed it before. I was so upset with it. It's probably my least favorite movie. What's yours, Sasha? Do you have one?
I really hate Aquaman. And I'm not just saying that now that Jack's gone and I'm safe to say it, but I genuinely like dislike that movie. But the worst movie I think I've ever seen, just because like I don't understand, like at least Aquaman, it's like, okay, I just didn't like it. I think it has its flaws, whatever. But there's a movie called Crash that came out in 2004. I think it actually came out. No, it came out in
2005.
But it won Best Picture in 2005. And it's this movie where like, instead of just saying that racism is bad, just say everyone is racist. And so we're all sort of good. And that's like the message of the movie. And it's if you watch it, which I highly don't recommend you do just because it's a waste of your time. And I feel very bad. Don Cheadle was involved with it. And I think at the time they thought it was like super progressive, which is very ironic because it beat out like Brokeback Mountain, like at the Academy Awards, which is the other thing. And there were only like 5 movies that year. So Brokeback Mountain was really the only contender. And then Crash came and beat it. Anyways, weird. Crash is just this very like the only redeeming storyline is Michael Pena's storyline and the whole thing, because he has this interaction with his daughter that's just really wholesome. But like the whole movie is just it's a misguided attempt to say that like racism is bad, but it just it is just watching it now, it's like laughable that anyone would think that was progressive at a certain point.
There's the part of me every time I see it, I'm like, I hate it because Brokeback Mountain here is one of the greatest movies of all time. One of the greatest like romances, everything. It is so good. It is so sad. If you like, I've almost cried. I've seen it like 2 times, maybe 3, if not 3. And I watch it almost every year. Like I haven't watched it so far this year, but I love it so much. And Batman Begins also came out that year. So every time I hear that Crash won, I'm just like, did you guys watch Brokeback Mountain? Like,
I know.
So good.
I have to finish it. I've seen parts of it like here and there on TV, but I've never actually watched it.
The ending will wreck you then. If you watch it all the way through, the ending will destroy you. But I think you'll really enjoy it because Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger.
Yeah. 2 goats.
Anne Hathaway's in it. Who else?
And Michelle Williams, because that's where her and Heath Ledger met.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know. There's so many. It's I could rant forever about this movie. It's phenomenal.
That's what I've heard. Another movie that I hear is from was Blade Runner and 2049. I have seen neither. I didn't mention that earlier, but
you were gonna watch them in the 100 movies project. I kept telling you to. I'm like, watch it by the end of the year, and you just kept putting it off. Like, they're slow, but like they're just so good.
And Max, I told Max I was like, I'm gonna watch it by the end of the year, and I never did. It's almost been a year since I said that. So, yikes!
Gotta watch it.
Yeah. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. What's an unpopular opinion you have on movies? We'll skip that one.
I don't know.
Yeah, we kind of answered it earlier. Yeah, there's too many. Yeah. Nick Talks Flicks is in here. Says just popping in and say hi. Miss Chris need to collab. And need to collab with Sasha and Ewan soon. I'm a big fan of their content. Yeah.
I mean, that's like the coolest name ever. Nick Talks Flicks, like the way it rhymes. That's Nick so cool.
Flicks, so we got to do a live stream soon. I'll message you, Nick, because it has been a while, and I know we had been doing them regularly, and then just life happened. So we gotta. I'll hit you up. This live stream is a full-length film. It's actually longer than Tenet. Tenet's 2.5 hours, and we're at 2 hours and 42.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Look at us. We're all filmmakers. Who'd have thought? Not me.
Whoa. I never would have guessed for film channels. No.
Do you know this ranking off the top of your head, Ewan, for Metallica?
Metallica? Well, fun fact. I'm going through their albums for the first time right now. I've done a bunch of reactions. The only full album I've listened to is Kill 'Em All. I was going to do Ride the Lightning today, but I didn't have enough time. So I can't answer that one yet. But I can tell you I'll tell you my favorite song. It's either One or Creeping Death. Tell you that one. Those
Very
are
nice.
Amazing songs.
Very nice. They need to start marketing Eternals. Yeah, they probably should a little bit, but they might just be like waiting till after Shang-Chi and seeing the numbers it does and stuff like that, just to make sure, just to be extra safe. The best Twilight movie is Breaking Dawn Part 2. Did a marathon last year, and man, it was rough. I owned the last one on Blu-ray because why the hell not? I just didn't like Breaking Dawn 2, but I guess it does have a cool like final act but it also enrages me at the same time. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah. Fulcrum 28
all the
is
cool girls getting in middle. Oh, sorry, in middle school, I just remember all the cool girls. Their moms like took them to go see the Breaking Dawn Part 1. And they'd come the next day and be like, "I saw Breaking Dawn Part 1 last night," and they would all because that was the one where like they get married and there's like some steamy stuff in there, and so for some 7th grade girls, that was pretty impressive. Like you were up there popularity level. Like,
I remember
which one has the baby, the CGI baby.
That would be this Breaking Dawn 2.
Fuck, I've seen that and I laugh at that every time.
It's horrific. It's horrific. Why did they do it? There's no need. Just because it says in the book, apparently, like it looks like she has Bella's eyes. It's like you can just say that line and then move on. You don't have to CGI it. Like what? It was a horrible decision. But Fulcrum 28 says favorite Joker. His is
Heath Ledger. Joaquin Phoenix is amazing, but it's Heath Ledger. Come on, let's be honest.
It's got to be Ledger, but I've said like Joaquin. I go back and forth every time I'm asked.
Yeah, I think you said Joaquin on the last stream.
I think I did, and I literally said in that stream when I said that, I was like, it changes every day you ask me. Like Ledger is an icon, but he also has Batman to bounce off of, so it's almost unfair in a way.
That's fair. They're both perfect. So there's that.
Do you know any Zeppelin riffs?
Yes. My guitar's up here. It's acoustic.
Very nice.
I think it might be tuned to drop D, so there's that. Just means the top string is lower. I play Heartbreaker, which is one of my top 3 songs. I'm out of frame. My bracelet always gets caught in it. That's from Led Zeppelin 2. Yeah, see, this is lower, but
oh, I know that. Yeah.
I can't.
I knew the beginning.
Yeah. It's weird because this is so low. So if I play, Chris, you'll know this song. Nope, am I playing it right? There we go.
Ooh. Very nice. Foo Fighters.
Like a free concert. I love this.
Yeah.
But yes, my answer is I can play Heartbreaker. I think I was learning Immigrant Song, which all of you know because it's in Thor Ragnarok and School of Rock and all these movies. And yes, Everlong is awesome to play.
Max says, Chris, remember that time you told the chat you'd give everyone $1 if you didn't watch Twitter by the end of 2020? Yeah, I do remember that. Now that you mention it, I wonder who all was in that chat because I owe people money.
I think I was there. So
yeah.
No.
What do you think of Transformers? And this is specifically for you, Ewan.
I've seen scenes of the first one. I haven't seen any all the way through. I really don't want to. I've seen parts of the first one. I think I have it downloaded for a reaction, and I might watch because I've heard the first one's good. I've heard Bumblebee's good, but I don't want to watch the other ones because I've heard they suck.
I haven't seen Bumblebee. And Chris, what do you think of Wolf of Wall Street? I love it. It's a very rewatchable 3-hour movie. It feels like 2 hours. And Leo probably gives his best performance, even though I'm a really big fan of Rick Dalton. So that's
Rick Dalton is great.
Rick Dalton is so good.
Speaking of that, I think it's honestly my favorite movie of 2019.
Number two behind The Lighthouse for me.
Over Endgame, over big movies like that, like over Joker, over Parasite, over Knives Out, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
2019 really was unmatched.
Unmatched.
So good.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Good. Yeah, The Lighthouse is my number one. That movie is something else.
Certain Vids is in here. Hope you're doing well, Certain.
What's
we got
up?
a link. I always feel bad. I'm like, oh, we got a link, and I don't hit you up. So I'll do that soon.
Yes, Certain Vids. We have to make an episode of your favorite movies. We got to do that.
That would be a good one.
Cool.
Don't understand why everyone is screaming from the rooftops for the No Way Home trailer. We don't need it. Look at how much hype the movie has with zero marketing. I want to know nothing. That's totally fair. That's fair. I just want to see something. Like at least it doesn't even have to have Toby, Andrew, any of the villains. Just a minute of Tom. It should just be Tom. Like that's all I want.
Tom, Zendaya, and
Ned.
Whatever.
And Ned.
Jacob Babylon.
We say Tom, Zendaya, and then Ned is character name. I was like, what is his name? It's Jacob. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm excited for the trailer nonetheless.
If we get it.
Let's see.
We will.
I'm probably going to wrap this soon because we are almost at 3 hours. I can't talk anymore. Yeah, that's like I haven't seen the movie, but what is it? Is it Bruce Almighty, where Jim Carrey's doing
yeah,
the
when he's
thing,
messing with Steve Carell.
Yeah.
That movie's funny.
But I'll take a few more questions. Drop some good ones, and I'll answer those. Some good ones. Let's see. Looking through here. Have I seen which one?
The most recent one. Number one superhero fan.
This one. What movie is bad but fun?
It was just a question.
All 5 Twilight movies. Yeah, or the Saw movies, like not 1, but like 2 through 7, and then I think Jigsaw's trash, and then I like Spiral actually. So
Chris and I might do some video on Saw because I find
we need to
some watch along. I wanna but my first thought is always Batman and Robin because I have so much nostalgia with it. I love it so much. It's fucking terrible. Even when I was younger, it's like one of the only movies when I was younger, and my friend and I, Logan, would always watch it. We knew it was bad, but we always watched it.
Yeah. It's one I've seen once.
Really? Yes. And Poison Ivy was like the first character that I ever had a crush on. There's a fact. Uma Thurman is Poison Ivy. Yeah. First one. I always remember that.
I don't know that I have one. I can't think of one. Okay, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I never really talked about this on my channel. I didn't really love Cruella, but I think it was fun.
Okay.
Like it went on a little too long for me, and I think had it wrapped sooner. Like, and I don't always feel that way about movies, but sometimes it's like if I feel like I'm being dragged in the last 30 minutes, like just if you wrapped it up sooner, it'd be a better movie.
Yeah, that's a massive issue I have with movies.
Yeah, so I think maybe that one.
That's fair.
I don't think it's bad though.
Yeah, I liked it quite a bit, but I understand people's complaints as well. So I get it.
I actually really want to watch it because a lot of people, like even you, Chris, you and Cam, like hyped it up a lot. So
I really like it.
Yeah. I know that a lot of people. I think did Trevor really like it?
He loved it. Yeah, he loved it.
Yeah. So I remember he talked about it too. So I'm like, I really do want to watch it now, and because Emma Stone's one of the best ever. Wow,
Emma Stone. I hope she gets nominated for an Oscar. She won't. Just because they just probably won't, but I think she should. Yeah. I think she was just having so much fun with it. Yeah. Did you watch Danny Phantom? Sort of.
Nope.
Occasionally.
Like
not occasionally.
Like I know what it is, but I haven't. I've probably seen episodes, but I haven't watched it.
If you were to get rid of one Marvel movie, which would it be? I don't know. I like a lot of them. I like them all for different reasons.
MCU movie.
We'll say MCU.
Well, I'll say MCU. Probably throw in the Dark World. It's my least favorite. Marvel in general, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love the character of Wolverine. I'm a massive fan of X-Men. I love X-Men more than a lot of people, but that movie I hate so much.
It is not a good movie. Continuity-wise, it's awful. The whole X-Men franchise has horrible continuity.
Yeah.
100%. How does like the 11-year gap turn James McAvoy into Ian McKellen? Or James McAvoy. Wait.
Yeah, James McAvoy into Patrick Stewart. Yeah.
Patrick Stewart. I was like, wait, that doesn't make. That's like the continuity in the whole thing.
Pretty much, yeah. That's about right. That's what I say. I always quote Cliff Booth. I say that to my friends. Or the one that always is like, tonight, why not? When he says that, I always say that to my friends.
Yes. Oh God. I love Cliff Booth.
Biggest pinch me moment in each of your careers. I
know what he means.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like when I got the average drive-through time under a minute at Zaxby's when I was working there. Like, I know he's asking about like YouTube, but I was just gonna say like when I worked at Zaxby's, we had a goal on our shifts to get like the average time a car sits at the window under a minute, and we slayed. It was like 48 seconds that night. And I was on the drive-through, so they'd be like, I had the headset on, like with the microphone up. So they were like, yeah, can I get a Big Zack snack meal and boneless wings and things with hot honey mustard? So I'd call out, I'd be like, I need 5 boneless hot honey. And I would throw everything together on the tray. I'm going. We had great chemistry that night, that shift. We killed it. So
it's magic.
Yeah. 48-second average window time. Pretty good.
That's awesome.
But I think he means like when it comes to YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's better than any story you can tell. God.
Yeah. I don't think I have like a pinch me moment really.
I think I saw him or somebody else earlier, like probably an hour and a half ago. It's Max just said something else in the chat, but it's like a biggest accomplishment or something, like, oh, finally, like I made it kind of moment. And I feel like that's how I felt. That's how I felt when I got an email back about getting me a screener, because I got the second and third Fear Street movies.
For sure. That's awesome. That's just
exciting.
So cool.
Yeah.
I think mine would just be monetization, because I grew up watching YouTube, and like that, then starting a YouTube channel was like a really big thing for me, just to say I did it. But then like to hit that threshold was like,
or releasing merch too.
Yeah, like
even though all my merch is still down.
Oh no,
that's a bummer. I remember you told me about that.
Yeah, still.
I would say actually just hitting 1K, not even like the monetization. I was at Universal Studios, and like I wanted it so bad for so long. I never thought it would happen. And when it happened, I remember I was like, that was one of the best feelings of my entire life. Like I genuinely couldn't stop smiling all day. And like that was the day The Mandalorian came out. It was Halloween actually. So it was a pretty cool day. Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah. I'd say 1K was even better than the merch or the monetization, just because I'd been working at it for 2.5 years, and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah. Max said, what about when PMI commented on your video? That's up there. Pretty much it. Commented on our Saw ranking.
Oh,
pretty much it's a YouTube channel, and the main guy's awesome, and me and Cam are like super fans. And he commented, he was like, nice ranking, and then he said, you're not Jigsaw, bitch, and that's like a quote from the third Saw movie. And I was like, I texted Cam immediately. I was in class. I was in that short film class actually, and I like called her. I turned off my camera. I was like, I'm calling Cam.
Yeah, I've had a few where it's just like actors like liking something, or noticing something where I'm just like, that's cool. Like I had one, what the hell is his name? Jesus, he played the Phantom in 2020 in Toronto. This was before the pandemic. In Phantom of the Opera. Okay. So I'm obviously the biggest fucking fan of that ever, and I just saw him and he was incredible, and it's pissing me off I can't think of his name. His Instagram name is Dream Climber though. It's Derek something, and I posted something on my story, and like he either responded from it or liked it or something, and like to me that was like the craziest thing ever, because he was on Broadway, he was on all these things, and I also like for school I had to interview an actor. So there's a festival kind of around where I live, like close to it, and one of the actors is named Marcus Nance, and he's a phenomenal singer, and I really want to see him in the show, so he's going to be in it, and I got to interview him. The interview's up on my channel actually, and it was for school, and he was just so nice like to talk to, such a good guy. And then like I don't know, it just felt cool, like I'm doing it for school, but still.
That's awesome. Yeah. Let's see. I'll take like two. I want to wrap it at like 3 hours on the dot. So I'll do like two more good questions, and then I'll let everyone tell them where you can find them. Let's see. I don't know who Pretty Much It is. You should look it up. Pretty funny, honestly. Pretty funny dude over there, Eric. Have you seen Corey in the House, Dog with a Blog, That's a Raven, Jesse, Hannah Montana, or Wizards of Waverly Place? I watched all of those except Dog with a Blog and Jesse, but I watched the other ones. Yeah,
that's funny because the ones this shows the little difference between Chris and I have seen Dog with a Blog and Jesse, and not the other ones.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen episodes of Hannah Montana and Wizard. Actually, I've seen quite a bit of Wizards of Waverly Place. Dog with a Blog is so fucking bad. It is terrible. Jesse, my brothers still love, and like we watch it, and because that's also like when Cameron Boyce passed away. Like that really impacted me because I grew up with Jesse. So like, and I remember like watching the finale and everything. That show is not good, but like I remember when that happened, I was like so sad because young everything. But it's funny that the SWAT.
I've seen all of them, so I fit. I think I have a younger brother. Thank you. I have a younger brother who I think the later Disney Channel shows, specifically Dog with a Blog, were kind of still like on my radar. Well, because he was watching them. But my favorite, like Corey in the House rep. First of all, the kid that plays Corey, he has a song on some Disney Channel Christmas album, and I think he sings Jingle Bells. You know when they do like Disney Mania or whatever, they did. Christmas. That is like the best rendition of that song, because he just, I don't know, he has so much like swag with it. I don't know. It just brings me back to like 2008, like old Disney Channel logo. But yeah, no, I love those shows. I'm a sucker for Disney Channel original shows.
Hannah Montana is elite. I don't care what anyone says. It's a great show for real.
Miley Cyrus is cool. Like I like her. She is an amazing singer. Like, yeah, sure, she's done questionable things, but she's an amazing singer. And I don't know. I just that relates to Hannah Montana.
I'll say the best of the bunch that's not named is The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yes.
I wanted to be them so bad as kids, living in a hotel. For some reason, I was like, I want to live in a hotel. And like, I wanted to run around. I thought it was so cool.
I've probably seen half the show because my brothers watched it for the first time, I think, last year. Yeah. My favorite Disney Channel original show, again with the later shows, was Austin and Ally. I'm not sure.
Austin and Ally was honestly pretty good.
Austin and Ally was actually like the only show that was actually pretty solid. Like I genuinely like it. Like it's pretty good.
You watch Shake It Up?
That I watched it at my friend's house, my friend Logan, because his brother was older, so his brother would watch it, so then we'd watch it. So yeah, I've seen quite a bit of it.
Pretty badass theme song, like intro.
Yes, and the Austin Alley theme song is so awesome.
I don't even know that one because I've never seen that show.
Anytime Billion Hits comes on my shuffle, like on my Apple Music, I will crank that shit up. Like that song goes dumb hard.
There are some great songs on there. What's the
Heartbeat? I can get
Heartbeat. Yeah, there's that one. There's the one that Austin does, and he's like rotating, he goes upside down. I don't remember what it's called, but that one's good.
I don't know. Ross Lynch is just like
he was in Teen. I don't know if you've seen Teen Beach Movie, Chris.
Yes.
But he's in Teen
I haven't,
Beach
but
movie.
Cam keeps trying to get me to watch it.
It's bad, but just watch it. There's two of them. Austin and Ally. Wait, okay. I need to see what is it? Illusion? Maybe that's it. I don't know. Never mind.
I think it might be.
I think it's Illusion. It's pretty cool. Like I still have the image in my head. There's our little Disney.
We'll answer a few more about it in a second, but Alex says have to go. Thank you for the live stream. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. It was fun. I'm about to wrap it up after answer a few more. We just hit the 3 hour mark. We're almost to the Avengers Endgame runtime. If we hit the 3 hour and 2 minute mark. But I do speed rounds when Trevor's on here. We just answer in like one sentence or one word. Favorite Star Wars character? I'd have to say it's between Obi-Wan and Han.
Luke.
Han.
I'm basic, but Luke.
Have you seen Lab Rats? I have not.
Yes.
That was the first Disney show that I became obsessed with. That's my short answer.
Very nice. What about Gravity Falls? I haven't seen that one either. I don't even know what that is.
I loved Gravity.
Is that animated?
Overrated. So many people love it. It is so overrated, I think. I'm going to get so much shit for it.
Favorite actor in the MCU? That's a great question.
Scarlett Johansson, probably.
Very nice. I'd say... Scarlett.
Or Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. So Jake
Gyllenhaal's up there.
Jake Gyllenhaal and Scarlett Johansson are my two.
That's so tough. I don't know. Like I love Robert Downey Jr., but outside of the MCU, not much.
Yeah, that's why I say Gyllenhaal and Scarlett Johansson.
I'm looking at the characters. I honestly, I don't know. That's too hard for me to answer. It really is. It might also be Gyllenhaal. I hate to just steal yours, but
I really love a lot of movies that Jeremy Renner's in.
Fair.
So even though he seems like a weird dude, but I love Hawkeye, but I really love his other movies. He's
in the town, He's in the town.
He's in the town.
Chris Evans is also a very good actor.
Oh yeah.
When I think about that, he's in a lot more than I like. Obviously, Knives Out, but like Scott Pilgrim, like he's in quite a bit.
Yeah. I was about to say something, but I need to shut up because never mind.
Say it.
I can't say it because I don't want to spoil something.
I know what you're saying.
I'm just gonna be quiet anyway.
What the shit?
Anyway,
what the shit? Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll do like 2 more. Has anyone seen Heavyweights? I have not.
Nope.
I have not. Have you seen Kicking It? I remember Kicking It.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Disney
do.
XD, Zeke and Luther. All those Disney XD
Rudy would always turn his chair backwards, and he would sit with his legs on either side. Since Rudy, I always remember that. And then
he was watching I'm With the Band. I watched I'm With the Band.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But Kicking It was in the same kind of area as Lab Rats for me. I watched it all the time.
I've seen a lot of like Kicking It walk so Cobra Kai could run. Like
really?
Yes, because it's a karate show.
Yeah.
So
Pair of Kings was pretty good. I remember that one.
I loved Pair of Kings. And then Mitchell Russo got like a DUI and they had to kick him off the show.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much going to do it though for this live stream. That was a really fun one. 3 hours and 3 minutes on the dot right now. That was one of the more fun ones I've done recently. Like I just love doing these, getting
a lot of fun.
A few people together, just talking, just not very like low pressure, just like not like a pre-recorded video. It's just hanging out, talking. So yeah. Before we get out of here, if you're watching on the replay, definitely hit the like button. Subscribe to Jack, Sasha, and Ewan. And Sasha, if you want to plug your stuff, and then Ewan, you can plug all your stuff too.
Sure. So I'll say this one first. My website, Assembled Press. Chris has been a lovely author on the website. I have reviews there. Jack has reviews there. And there's a couple more stuff coming soon. So check that out, assembledpress.com. My Instagram is Sasha Raquel YT, so for YouTube. And then my channel is just my name, Sasha Raquel.
Very nice. Yeah, definitely go subscribe to her channel. Follow her on social medias. And Ewan, what about you?
Yes, I'm just looking up the website so I don't forget it there. But subscribe. Well, first off, subscribe to Jack. Subscribe to Sasha. Subscribe to Chris. Jeez, I can't talk. Listen to the podcast because that is part of the only reason I get through work. I'm not supposed to, but I listen to that and it gets me through work. Because
well, thank you. But I'm glad you break the rules for me, Ewan.
Yeah, but Twitter, it's all Ewan reviews. Twitter, Letterboxd, Music Board. TikTok, I need to post more on TikTok. A lot of that's more of my guitar and music because I just did a video with somebody else who's an amazing singer, and we did a short cover. Lots of White Stripes. If you like the White Stripes, then you'll like my TikTok. And again, subscribe to all these people, follow them on everything, and thank you, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you so much, Chris, for having us.
Yeah. Ton of fun. We'll have to do it again soon. I love doing these live streams, so I'll be in touch with everyone. But thank you all so much if you were in the chat during the stream. If you donated a super chat, I really do appreciate it. If you are watching on the replay, which I know Max might be on the replay, so shout out Max. I always have to say that.
If he goes through 3 hours and 5 minutes,
I know he was in here for a bit of it, but 3 hours and 5 minutes. Maybe a record stream here for the Film Stock channel.
Yes.
But subscribe to the Film Stock channel if you have not. Lots of reviews coming soon. A special review next week. I'm not going to say what it is. You have to stay tuned, but I'm excited for that one. And thank you all so much for being here. And I guess I'll end it out like I always do. Until next time. See you guys later. Peace.